Okay, hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to Manchester's Most Wanted. We're going to pick up right a little bit after when we left off here. There was a crazy near-death experience that everybody barely got out of, thanks to Engil throwing a mini black hole blindly skyhooking it onto a bridge and all this madness. So as we fade back in, we're going to pick up from that. It's been 24 hours on the longboat. You guys are already past the point where you would have turned off for Liverpool if you had been thinking about it. You're still going towards Birmingham, but if you want to continue, you will go to London. That is it. Let's start right off. Actually, the first thing we'll do is show what craft you're on. Here's the Cranky Yankee. It's a longboat, and again, you're going down the canal through patches of limbo and then patches of actually non-limbo. Most cities that are on limbo aren't necessarily the nicest, but hey, it passes down through. So that's the Cranky Yankee, and that is your craft, and you're going to be floating towards London. Okay, so let's start with introducing our players there. So if you could just say, your name and your character's name and your cipher sentence. Let's start with Smoke this time.
Hi everybody, I'm Charlotte Eargang. I am one half of Irregardless, a design studio that does geeky design, and I'm playing Smoke, a Shadowman explorer who controls blurbs.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, next up is the other half of Irregardless, which is I could absolutely vouch for 100,000 times over. Oedipus.
About
Oedipus.
that 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1. Okay.
Yeah, the math works. Yeah.
I think that. Hey, I'm Rob Eargang. I work with Char on Irregardless, where we do awesome things for RPG and tabletop and board games to design. And I'm playing Oedipus Jones, a Robo Dogman speaker who tops gears and is the best looking Robo Dog man in the world. That's an expanded version of my sentence.
Yes, I've heard tell. Yes, usually from Oedipus himself, but yes, I have heard tell.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, next we have Engil.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I play Engel, who is a Robo-Man-Shad warrior who plugs in. He's a Eastern European gentleman with a bad temper and a history with gangland and plugging in to control vehicles. So,
Very true. Perfect. Next up, we have Chester.
I'm Jack Shedd. I'm playing Chester Ballard, a shadow man dog warrior who works for the city. I am in a lot of pain. Just a lot of pain.
Very true. The near-death experience was yours. Okay. Spoiler alert. Okay. And last but not least,
you're locked into that pain.
True. True. Oh no. No. I'm gonna take away XP for that, Pete. Okay, so
And me. Hi, I'm Pete Sauber. I'm playing Anis Optera. He's a Robo Shadow Vurt man, so he's a 4th level being afloat. It looks like a giant dragonfly, as you can see by the picture. And he is an explorer who keeps the faith.
perfect. Perfect. And the other individual on the boat there is, the captain at this point. He's been hired by, he doesn't even know who, but this is Ginnel Gary. And Ginnel Gary there again, when you guys first got on the boat, you were happy to have somebody, of course, to man the rudder there, to make sure, that you guys are not bumping into other stuff. At this point, you may trade that for anything, because what he's been doing for the last 24 hours nonstop, and when I say nonstop, I mean 100% of the time, is singing one of two songs, Old Father Thames and Roll the Old Chariot Along. And again, when you'd only heard each of these songs once, it was almost endearing. Now you want to throw them off the side. But that is the party. You are heading south, and I will let you guys know. Like I said, you're in and out of limbo, the area. The main big one that encircles Manchester, you're out of that. But there's little patches of really shady stuff. Get down towards Birmingham, it gets really shady again, and then it kind of, what was once maybe suburbs or nice little country towns along the canal are now just kind of overrun. So that's where you're at, and Ginnel Gary has got his hand on the rudder, and he starts in for the 75th time of Roll the Old Chariot Along.
How did we get out of the last ending episode? I forget the very end of it.
Magic hand waving on the GM. No, a mini black hole was tossed over there. There were people up in that bridge. It was like a level 6 or something crazy. I don't even know. A level 1. It wouldn't matter. A mini black hole that close to people. Someone fished Chester out and got him on the boat. And again, it's real choppy for all of you guys because it happened so quickly. So, but now,
it like it was yesterday.
Yep, it was exactly 24 hours ago.
Is Chester,
Is he what?
You gotta be better to that leg of yours. This is what, the 6th time you busted it up?
Second.
I wonder if he's awake.
Yeah, actually, 24 hours later, and also there was a stats. The stats that were used last time were actually from an old character sheet. So I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. It ends up working out, but it makes it even easier, the fact that the hand waving took place, because you would have had, again, quite a bit more might to spend on that. So he's still taking the lasting damage here. And so say again?
Chester's still in a lot of pain.
Most definitely.
So I want to go over to Chester, and I want to take out my knife.
Okay.
And I want to offer to cut myself and drip my blood into his mouth.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Appreciate it, but fuck you.
Smoke perked up and she's like, I'll take some.
Well, I'm not forcing. I am offering.
Everybody else is in line behind you, right?
I appreciate it, but no.
Yeah.
Yes. Not my team, kid.
I will actually give some freely. He really needs it, but everybody else, I'll give a little bit.
All right. Yeah, you guys get just enough to say that, again, if your stat pools weren't, nice and shiny full already, they are now. And it isn't just that. It's the overwhelming feeling of, again, being stuck inside, and almost crushed, but loving it, feeling like, from all sides, you're being, something's killing you from the outside. The world is pressing in, but it's okay. And again, Vurt.
Before it takes effect, make sure and tell everybody, don't tell Gary. I don't want our
No, man.
Awesome.
That's go.
And so this is because he's part Vurt, right? And so Vurt flesh is like consuming a living dream, and it does things. It's like a drug.
Correct. And usually it's for, like a pure being, like if a being was 100% Vurt, the flesh itself does that. If something just has Vurt in it, that doesn't work usually. until you get to the 4th level beings, like the floats and the spanners and the really weird stuff happens up in there. So yeah, it is definitely because of Vurt. It's the equivalent of a refined Vurt flesh hit. A Vurt flesh hit
You're my new best friend.
Mhm.
But I would point
You're
out
gonna regret this one.
it's the blood. It's
To be
not the
fair,
blood.
you regret everything. So
Pete, can you
it's not
turn your
like-
mic up or something? It's hard to hear you.
I don't really have any control over that.
Or
You
maybe
just be closer to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps. Sorry to do that. Just
Weird.
want to be able to hear you. I haven't
Pull
been
the
able to.
old Tay Sunday and move your mouth closer to the microphone.
Switch microphone. Is that any better?
Oh, way
Yeah.
better.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah,
Great.
I was on one camera and a different microphone. So yeah.
Beautiful.
So thing. It's just my blood, not my flesh. My flesh doesn't taste all that great and doesn't really have any effect.
True.
Fair enough.
Disappointing.
True. And again, no one has ever met. I don't whether you guys have figured it out or not. You know the PCs. No one has ever met a 4th level being. None of you have.
As far as I know, I still haven't.
Yep. So this is an odd, yeah, anybody with Vurt knowledge or Vurt lore. Actually, you know what?
Well, at this
Yeah,
point, I
any-
figured out since we had the trackers on us, I thought everybody found out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
Like,
they
it
haven't
might
put
have
it
been-
together,
We probably inferred, but we didn't know for sure until now.
So,
everybody's being really
I mean,
polite.
I don't want to be rude, but
See?
what,
How
what-
very English of everybody. Well done, all. You know.
So, the ancestor, your previous character, Annis's daddy, basically, or same person, was 3 modes. So which one did you gain? Because you were already part Vurt, right?
Right. Well, he was only 2 modes.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Buzz was Robovert because he was a Mayfly.
So
And
then you gained human and shadow.
well, I gained Shadow because he was experimenting with a grub, trying to transfer his consciousness into a new body. He wasn't trying to create a new creature. He was trying to extend his own life. He was trying to outlive the curse of the Mayfly. But because we tangled with the Sianka, the tongueless that had all that shadow tech, he was able to incorporate shadow tech into the blurb grub.
Nice.
And then, but I wasn't born until we went into the Vurt.
Yep, that's a perfect way.
And the
Yep.
last one, I'm not really sure. No, this is Pete talking. The last one, Annis isn't really sure how that came about.
Mhm.
I like to think it was Smoke messing with the blurb fly, like the baby blurb, and she got like some blood on him.
Mhm. Yeah, it's almost like getting caught in what is it, like the fly, getting gold bloomed in one, in one pod, and something else gets caught in, and then but it happens in a place that all of a sudden makes you also a citizen of this, and there's other big Vurt things happening. So yeah, and also so everybody kind of understands the powers, again, without getting metagamey, you have felt a real, like, he's caught up. Annis is caught up to you guys more or less, as far as, like, as you guys are advancing or, getting new stuff and figuring new stuff out and getting more powers, again, not getting mechanical speech, he's been progressing, and honestly, he's right where you're at. So he's extra odd. I was gonna say special, but no.
Speedy.
Yeah, fitting right in. Okay, Gary is now decided to sing Old Father Thames, I think is what he'll sing.
I've got a special project then. After I get my sip of blood, because awesome,
Right.
I want to take Angel over to Gary and try to teach him "Come On, Eileen."
I'll make you guys roll and you can get an asset, but I really want to figure out how you're going to get this dude, because he is locked in. Whatever he's tooth grinding on is what he's on. So how are you going to do this?
We have 2 XP to spend, right?
You do. He'll also, again, without everybody should check their pockets as well, not just to see if Gary hasn't taken that shit from you, but just so you know what you have. Again, Gary will always trade drugs for, you know, almost anything, you know, within reason. So
I just want to point out that Dexy's Midnight Runners are from Birmingham.
Perfect.
I have an
Okay,
entire
I
extended
have
Dexy's Midnight Runner story for you later, Pete.
Oh, good. Good. Okay.
There's a
Yeah.
reason I pulled you into this, Mike.
Yes. So so yeah, if you want to spend 2 XP or
No,
if
I'm
you've
gonna,
got
I'm
some good
gonna
drugs.
I'm gonna try first.
You got some good
to teach him-
drugs?
to teach him the song.
Okay. So you can make a roll. I'll just say that it's difficult because again, he's with nothing to sweeten him up. I'll say it's challenging. Yeah, it's challenging.
Which is how much?
It's challenging.
Number.
Yeah. If you want to drop it, like it feels even more than difficult, even more than demanding or standard or simple.
I will spend a level of I spend 2 levels of effort. Fuck it.
Okay.
To
Still
bring it down.
demanding. Still demanding. So again, you have to sweeten him up. Some activation thing. Either spend 2 XP, or if you got a good drug, he'll take any drug. He really will. This is Ginnel Gary.
I only have feathers, so I don't want to give those up.
Ah, okay. So
There
2
we go.
XP.
I mean, worst that can happen is he does a really poor version of Colin Eileen like
This
once.
is true.
Yeah. So natural 20.
Oh,
Good.
snap.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
That's
yeah.
what I use it on, of course.
So he learns. He learns not only the original from the feather that you've heard, but he learns a version that has a lot of trumpets, and he starts, even you remember that one, and it's a whole bunch of this. So he's got like even 2 versions. He's so good at it. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just got like
Boom.
90% more enjoyable on this boat.
Yes.
Until
For
the time
hitting a
of
nat
sleep.
20, take your XP back. Honestly, that's fun.
Oh, I didn't spend any, so.
Oh, good. Well,
I
you
just
would have had to.
I spent
mean,
effort.
You had to
So.
sweeten them up somehow, some activation cost. So you
Alright.
get it back.
Cool.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you now have 3 songs, and I'll say that for everybody, that's just the tension level in the boat just goes down. And now even Chester, even you can finally, start to focus on being more ornery, or I don't know what. Yeah. As you guys are going by, all of a sudden you hear harmonies. You must be getting close to Birmingham, right?
Oh my god.
And the people on the side, just people on the side that are walking their robo-dogs, and and robo-dogs walking their pure dogs along the canal. They know that one. It's like the deep in the heart of Texas at the Alamo. So everyone there knows it. So I'm gonna say
Black Sabbath is also from Birmingham.
Oh, okay, good.
We'll teach him that next session.
Doesn't lend itself to sea shanty so well.
True, I can imagine. Yeah, we'll commission somebody to sing a sea shanty of "Come On Eileen," because honestly, I would truly love to hear that. That sounds fucking amazing. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, so yes, you guys are going forward. Everybody feels a little bit, more relaxed. I'm gonna say that let's have everybody roll for some kind of like either like something having to do with either notice or perception or perceiving, or you can also use Vurt lore, Vurtology, though no history, but it's perceiving and it's also something Verty without giving it away. but I just want to see on rolls.
I've got Vertology and Scrounging.
Okay. It wouldn't be scrounging.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah.
I got nothing, and I got an 11.
Ooh,
Excellent. Okay. So knowing that.
Psychology and a 19.
Oh,
I'm getting
okay.
all my good rolls out of the way.
Excellent. Okay, so 19 with the minor effect, Jack succeeds in his.
I got a 5.
I have
Okay.
nothing and a natural 20.
Oh shit! So you get 2.
What are we
training
doing?
perception and an 18.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, so
I'm just,
everybody,
like, singing.
that's terrific. Okay, so the roll for, okay, so the perceiving is yes, that you guys are hearing sounds of people singing, and they don't sound like they're choking to death or have like just one robo lung left, and you're out of limbo. Okay, even down in the boat without peeking your head up, you're out of limbo. So you feel like if you had to tie up for the night, if you ever wanted to, this would be an area you could. Again, it's already evening, but again, you guys, whether you want to or not, this is a fairly safe area. Okay, the Vurt side of it is at the same time, maybe related, maybe not. You guys are getting overwhelming smells of the last time you guys were in the Vurt world. So it's the mint and the rosemary and the smell of like your own blood in your mouth as you got hit, and and all of that. So that's basically
Meat pies and treacle mines. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And it's just kind of just emanating, and the whole it feels everybody is just overwhelmed with this odor, and it's bringing everybody back to the memories of that of your last time. So you're in a safe place to dock if you want to, or just keep going. Gary will grind his teeth till dawn. He really will. And that's what you're perceiving. So again, tracers are after you for sure. That's the big thing. And you screwed everything up in Manchester so badly that you literally need to get out of town.
I feel like what you're saying is that we are frickin' legendary in Manchester.
True. There's more than one song about you guys now. Yeah, they talk about the boomers and and their consultants, their new buddies, and their badass style. So you're already hearing it. Yeah, you're legendary, but I got to get you out of town. The MPD will take Chester. He barely talked your way out of not having your buddy, bring you straight into Strange Ways. If I'm not mistaken, it's the second time you guys have avoided Strange Ways.
I think we actually were in Strange Ways once.
Yeah, like, I don't know, really, avoid is the...
Yeah, you did.
What?
I'm hearing. I'm kind of hearing some.
I had a crazy tab or something.
Oh, okay. I couldn't understand. It literally, I was like looking at everybody's mouth. I was trying to figure out. I can't hear you. Wow.
Where
totally
are
lost
the
it,
aliens
finally.
broadcasting from?
I feel like it fit pretty well, but
yeah, no, it was good timing too. It was you're smelling the Vurt world. You're hearing the echoes of whatever that Vurt voice said to you in the Vurt world last time. But yes, so that's the way you feel. Again, the tracers are after you, but you can do. It is entirely in your hands. You're about 4 days from London, 1 day from Birmingham. You're almost there. Yeah.
So
Got a taste of the Vurt. I want more. We should do a feather.
no.
I mean,
Ugh, you're so boring.
what all do we have? Because I'm holding 2.
Yeah, empty out the pockets. It's like Halloween, kids.
Chester actually has one.
Nice.
I don't know how he got one, but yeah, he's got one.
Probably
what one is
looted
it?
it from somebody.
All right,
No,
I
it's-
was looking something up. I missed. What are we looking for?
Who's got feathers?
Feather inventory.
I have two.
What's
also
it's mine? It's a blue feather stop gear. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Oh.
a racing one.
No. I'm gonna throw. I just throw it to Eddie. Like, this is probably yours.
Yoink.
Yep.
I've got a black feather called Grand Bubonica. I've got a yellow feather called Mirror Mirror.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got a blue soap vert called Pleasureville, and I've got Night Temple is the black one.
Oh.
Can we just mash those up? Do a metaverse?
I've got a black
Bath-boys
feather
and a
called
soap.
Scratchy Nick.
You know what Game Cat says, but you want to do that. You're tier 4 plus, shoot tier 5, almost 6 for some of y'all. Yeah. You want to really play in the vert, you can do that, but as long as you bring it in with you. Again, you can only bring in cipher limits, so empty pocket. If you want to be sure of it, you'd have to empty all pockets before you go in. I'm not trying to force you into doing a feather. I'm just saying that if you want to, remember that your cipher limit, your suggested, your grasp, that does matter when you're going into the vert world.
So if you have
come
more than that, you will lose a random one that will stay back in the real world, basically.
Or you put it aside
Right.
and
carry
do that.
But it's random unless you choose ahead of time. I think the upshot here.
Oh yeah, I'm down to do a feather. I think if we're trying to lay low and not die, I'm reluctant to do a yellow.
Oh, did somebody already say Midnight Zone and Stop Gear? Because I think those were just kind of hanging
That's
around.
what Jack has stop gear.
Okay.
Have it. Give
Then
it
I
to
have
Eddie.
an iridescent black called Midnight
Ooh.
Zone. And Scratchy Nick, which is not iridescent.
What's the second one?
So I have a black feather called Scratchy Nick. It's at level 6.
Okay.
Right.
And I have a black iridescent feather called Midnight Zone.
Okay.
Can we stare at the iridescent feather and see if we can tell what the colors are?
Scratchy Nick. Yeah. Did anybody have any hybrid feathers? Is there any yellow? There's no yellows.
The iridescent feather, Midnight Zone.
Okay.
I think it's got some.
Yeah, iridescent black, Midnight Zone. No, but it's super high level, which means that finding feathers in there and going through and get that is totally possible. So it may not be yellow, but it's
might be a
probably
yellow in
full of
it.
feathers. Yeah.
I like that one.
I would also say, in terms of narrative, Annis would also say that Night Temple is the gateway to the realm of Baphomet. And if anybody can answer questions about where and how to get to Takshaka, if need be, because that was brought up last time.
Oh yeah, because Takshaka got brought into the real world.
You think that?
I mean,
well, Takshaka we're not sure of. Prince Utanka got brought into the real world.
Again, last everybody saw Takshaka's fighting forever. He was killed. He was in the real world as the chief of Manchester, and then about 30 years ago, and then the legendary Scribble defeated him, and he was killed. Of course, you can't kill a god, especially one who reincarnates. So he's right back, and he's growing in the Vurt world. And by the time you guys met him, he was already incredibly powerful. Utanka was still fighting him, but Utanka ended up in the real world. Long distance Davis ended up back in the real world. And then you guys, but yeah, that's Takshaka's forever fighting. Takshaka is unable to get back into the real world through any doorway or anything. That's what he's looking for. So Yep.
So if we were to go back and find the fight again,
Hmm.
No.
then there would be all of us at once fighting him, and we could win.
I don't think Chester's going
No.
to fall for that one.
Oh,
Two.
Veto, 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 veto.
Wait, are you vetoing the action or the pun?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, again, you do not have to do it. It seems like a good time to do it, especially you might get some real goodies. You know, yellow feathers might be in that one. Night Temple also, like you said, is a pathway to Baphomet. You know, one of the great Vurt gods. So, yep. All
I
right.
feel like we're
What-
awfully rational about this. I'm surprised that Smoke hasn't just grabbed it yet and started.
All right, how many do we have?
Yep.
We got like
7. 7.
7.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got a D7.
All the feathers.
Oh my God.
Okay. What's it
Oh
gonna
wait,
be?
what order were they in?
Oh yeah.
I have them written down.
Okay, it's number 5. Smoke
That
grabs
is-
number 5.
Number 5 is Night Temple.
Hey.
What?
Ah,
Good. Okay. Meant to be. Yeah, that's the shiniest. Honestly, maybe the smell's coming out of that. You can't even tell, but it's
Which
just
is-
like, yeah.
I was gonna say, which is good, because if you would have rolled this with like Smoker Grabs the soap opera, I would have been like, no,
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I wanted
Yeah.
to do that, to be honest.
Yes.
I could
Yes.
see her like murdering the love interest or something.
Yep.
It's Murder
Um,
She Wrote meets Hannibal. Like, it's,
Yeah. Yeah. That feels like a mashup. So, perfect. So Night Temple. Again, Night Temple. Anybody who has either Vurt lore or Vertology, make one roll before you ingest it, just to
No.
get.
I
Nope.
just, you
Awesome.
guys can make a roll before
Yes.
like I do this and
And the 60 seconds is already starting. It's already starting to go out. Does anybody have Vertology?
I have Vurt lore. I'm
Okay.
specialized in it,
Okay.
but I only rolled a 3.
Nope. Don't bother. I mean, you can do XP. Honestly, it's more cosmetic.
5.
5. Okay, guys, you guys are going in blind. 4. Poof. Okay, so you guys.
So-
So it goes from what's the order? Obviously, Chester, you
Well.
know, is not looking like he's reaching for it. But what's the order there? So first it was Smoke, then it was
I'll probably go second. I can see that.
perfect. Oedipus jumps right in. No fear. Next.
I'll probably put my multiple mouth parts on it last. Out of
Making
deference
it
for
awkward.
my other.
Perfect, making it awkward for
the
everybody else.
something Vert character always goes last. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will take it and be like, here you go, not Buzz. Like, I'll like drop off to the side.
I spend a couple of points. I don't even need the feather, but
Yeah. So perfect. So you got that, and then Engil, you're next, or no?
Yep.
Okay. So all right. The feather is got 10 seconds. It's right in front of you,
Chester's
Chester.
not doing this, by the way.
9,
just-
8,
No.
7,
I-
6,
I'm leaving
5,
Chester my ciphers.
4,
Don't
Three.
split the party.
Not going
Come on.
2,
Not going
Don't
in.
One.
split the party.
and he
idea.
does not take
Your
it, and the
problem.
4 of you guys drop.
Okay.
You feel the flap.
What did
Hang
you
on, hang
guys expect? He
Just
spent,
a
he
second.
spent a lifetime groundhogging day in a Vurt. He's not going
Yeah.
back in.
yeah, we all did. Come
I
on.
mean,
Nice. Oh,
No, you did. He did.
You just fell a while. We died like hundreds of times. I feel
You
like
don't remember. You're the Denzians of Puxatawny, and I'm Bill Murray.
So I tossed my ciphers to him. Tossed
okay.
my ciphers to Chester
Yeah, I
for a
can-
minute. So
Good luck. Don't die.
it's a ballistic vase. So +4 armor for an hour, and a Mad Dog 40/40, level 2. That's the ballistic vase level 4. Mad Dog 40/40 is level 2. So one is +4 armor for 1 hour, and one is +2 might edge, but then it has some lasting effects afterwards. But I'm
Okay.
not taking any ciphers in with me, though I am taking a borrowed katana.
I'll say this though, the Vurt lore thing. If you don't take anything in with you, the number of things you take in with you, even if they're throwaway ciphers, is the number that you can
That's
bring
right.
out.
I'm taking a
So
soap Vurt with me.
Yeah, fill your pockets as much as you can. If you have to trade it out, it looks like it's one of these.
Yeah,
levels.
actually, if it's 2, I'll take the goon juice too, because you got to get somebody else to drink that to get any benefit.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so yeah, everybody can fill their pockets and again take what you want. Again, this is such high level.
I have an auto doll to take in with me for 1, but I only had 1 cipher. Does anybody care if I grab one of the crappy blue feathers and take that with me?
Was there another one?
Yes, stop gear. Who cares if we lose this? Like,
take it.
Level 2.
You should bring somebody's got to bring the soap opera in because that would be a fun mashup.
I like the way this is
bring
going.
the soap opera.
Okay.
Well, I'm bringing the soap and the goon juice.
Okay.
That's my limit.
Chester, once they're in, Chester is going to methodically clean his Vorpal pistol and just nurse his leg. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
See
dig
you in
it.
2 weeks, Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sound of flapping wings, this is a really heavy feather. So this is one where all of a sudden you're realizing that the sounds are more than usual. The smells are more pungent. The smell you smelled before is just overwhelming. But it's coming back, and that's what you're going through. You're going through the clouds. It's a slow fade in. You're going at 1,000,000 miles, a second or so it feels like, towards the ground. That even with your speed going down, your velocity, it's still, giving you just a few seconds before you hit. Everybody looks around at each other there, and you can see, the 4 of you guys are looking at each other, and you're wearing exactly what you were wearing before, and everybody's, the lips are flapping. Anisoptera, there's a lot of things flapping off of you, but then again, you can, even if you hover, you're still plummeting. That's part of this entrance. You think for half a second that you see this really sharply dressed, almost like alien looking human dude, gal, who knows, just big, shoulder pieces, zigzag across their face and everything, just for a second, and then nothing. And now
He's on his way to Suffragette City. He doesn't have time for that.
yeah, he's the Diamond Robodogs. Okay, so here's when you guys hit. Everybody is rolling right now a speed defense roll. This is a powerful feather. So you hit the ground, and it's going to feel like you hit the ground.
I roll an 18.
Oh, okay.
And the moment I elegantly land, I start asking everybody, was that Rick Astley? Tell me if that was Rick Astley.
Nice. Okay. Yes, again, you guys can use effort if you want to, but
we can use XP too, right?
Correct. Yes. Oh, yikes,
Okay,
already.
good. Yeah.
Okay, remember, I gave everybody 2 XP at the beginning of this session.
I am specialized in speed defense, and I'm in the Vurt, so every speed task is 1 step difficulty less for me.
Excellent. Go for it.
I rolled a 9.
That's all you needed.
Plus I'm flying, so I assume I can land.
No, this one will still pull you to the ground, flying or not.
I've got a 15, and I'm specialized in speed defense.
So just down 1.
Specialized.
2. Yes, correct. Yes, you get it. Okay. Next. Is that you're happy to be back in the Vurt hat?
Yes, this is my crown.
Nice. That's right, Queen Smoke of the Vurt. Perfect. That's right. So what did you guys roll?
I got a 13.
And you're not specialized or anything?
No.
Okay. So if you do want,
trained in jumping.
No, this will.
Includes landing.
Yeah, even flying doesn't help Anisoptera. Yeah, this one's literally like it's the first bump of the drug, to be quite honest. And I will say this: if you want to use XP, you can. You don't have to. You do not have to.
No, I think I'm
Okay.
just gonna splatter.
Okay.
That's
No.
how I entered feathers.
Yes. Okay. So it's 6 points of might damage. So, yeah. And armor
Ow.
does not. It doesn't have any effect. There's yeah. Rob,
I do
what
have
did you roll?
resilience, which is like natural
Oh.
armor. I think that counts.
No,
I rolled
no. This will literally be because it's it's like your physical body being hit back in the real world. You know, that's really what it is. It's the first bump of the drug. No armor. This says it says no armor, no flying, jumping. You know, it's literally yeah. So yeah, it's okay. What'd you get, Rob?
18.
Okay, so you got it. That's just a natural, so it was an intimidating anyway.
3-point superhero landing, and then Rick Astley.
Rick Axley, okay. So, okay, perfect. So there you go. And yes, you guys hit hard. Smoke, you hit a little bit harder than others, although whether you're smiling or not is up to you, but like,
Oh yeah. I
You're
like
back in the
spit out a tooth, and I'm like.
yes. Okay. Let's see. So yes, you're on what's just like looks like a moonscape. You know, it's dust and rocks as far as the eye can see. You know, maybe there's hills or mountains way off in the horizons in all directions, but it's like being on a salt flat or a dry lake bed, but the biggest one you've ever seen. The sun is baking down right now. So perfect.
I just want
Okay.
to point out a complete, total fluted cake pan sidebar. The Rick Astley's greatest hits has 16 tracks on them.
68.
16,
Oh no.
and only one of them is never going to give you up.
So.
Are you sure?
I feel like-
stop.
As I grew up in Europe, I think we got more Rick Astley songs than you guys. So I'll
Yep.
have to check the greatest hits album.
Yes. So again, yes, you guys are there. Its sun is baking down on you. It hurts at this point. You got to find shade. Do you guys have anything to drink with you? Any ciphers that?
Oh, I didn't bring the goon juice.
Nope. Okay. So that's that. So you guys now have to figure out a direction. You have technically you have 360 directions, but at least for this my module here, north, south, east, or west is you can that you feel like you can go
So
one of
there's
those directions.
nothing visually to distinguish any of the directions.
Unfortunately, and you can barely see the mountains and the horizon of everything, almost like it's a ring just out.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the blood splatter from my landing and go in the direction it splattered. So, let's see. Let's find out which direction it splattered. Where's
I was going to ask if I could make a Vurt lore roll to see if any direction feels better than the others.
North,
Yeah,
south,
I'll say that you can. How about this? You make the roll, looking over Smoke's shoulder, because she's trying to discern the
You're gonna
patterns.
read the blood.
Yeah, she's trying to read the blood. You actually can do that. Believe it or not, she must have read it in a Game Cat magazine or something. But you want to make your roll, and I'll let you know.
Well, I'm specialized in it, and I rolled a 15.
Okay,
Nice.
that's fine. Okay, well, it's hard to tell. Like, what's the best direction? Direction to. You feel pulled in north and south, but not for the same reason. Both of them feel like there's something cool and soft and refreshing, north and south. You know, that's the vibe you're getting. East and west, nothing. You smell nothing.
I just started heading east because I didn't. I was just like, blood's going that way.
Yep.
So you can feel free to stop me.
South always feels like going down.
There it is. There it is. So, okay, so that's what's happening. Again, it's in your hands.
I'm gonna grab Smoke by the collar. Doink.
Nice.
I read in this really realistic book about things that really happened that you shouldn't split the party. So,
Yes.
Shouldn't
by
split the party
reading in
more.
book, I mean I kind of scanned it, kind of like, you know, I skimmed it. You know, I looked at a couple of words, but
By
was
book, I mean it was a YouTube video and I sort of scrubbed through it.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The sun is baking down, like you're trying to remember that. Yeah, where are you guys going? You guys got to hurry.
I'm gonna turn my my trackie into a head cover.
Nice, good.
Nice. I'm just gonna use the hood.
And I have sunglasses, so.
Yeah, but you guys are already drenched in sweat. Okay.
Oh, Engel has his like coveralls like tied around the waist, so he just has like the tank top on top. You can see all the like tattoos in like languages that nobody can read. Like
I'm gonna like grab a bunch of spare blurb fly parts and take some wings and a motor and turn them into a little fan.
Nice. Okay. Yes, as you guys are doing that again, I'll say that you're walking. Which direction? You got pulled some way, but
we're going not east. We're going whichever direction.
Yeah, I was kind of looking where everybody was going. I wanted to go north because there's a movie called North by Northwest that I know nothing about.
Makes sense.
So
there's also a horrible movie called North.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh wow, good call. Deep dig. Okay. So north or south?
Where do we want to go, guys? It's not getting any colder here.
Yep.
Let's head north.
Okay.
North.
All right, north.
So you're heading north. Now
But the blood
everybody's
said east.
everybody is going to make a might defense roll right now. You guys have been walking for maybe about a half an hour. It feels like 3 hours. Your mouth is just absolutely just dry. Your tongue feels like wood. You've run out of saliva. It even feels like blinking is like through sandpaper. You're starting to see things because you're starting to hallucinate probably. You're seeing like, so might defense roll. And this is difficult. So 12 or above.
I have a beer in a slender silver can that I offered everyone else.
Oh.
You do?
You have one beer or you have multiple beers?
Oh yeah, he
I have one.
mentioned the beer. Or was it beer or was it Mad Dog?
It's not Mad Dog.
Okay, so just regular beer.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you have it? Yes. It looks like beer. There it is, guys. Drink up.
All right.
I already rolled an 18, so I don't really need it right now, but I will not say no to beer.
Right. Okay. Yep. Engel.
And I'm not into thinking. I'm just gonna drink.
Drink. Engel. Yeah. I shouldn't even ask.
Yeah, I am trained in might defense, and I have a 4 edge in might, so I'll spend a level of effort. And I got a 14 with 2.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Are you drinking?
No, because what if I have to drive? Okay.
Yeah. So everybody drinks. It sounds like. Okay. Bottoms up. Perfect.
So I got a 12, and I feel like my fan should be an asset, and also like showing shadow.
You won't need it, but those are all good ideas, but you won't need it. A 12 succeeds. So don't worry about.
I'm doing that anyway.
Oh, good. I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, some shadowy.
Maybe that does help.
Shade.
Here's what everybody's feeling right now. maybe it's the beer. By the way, it tastes really odd. And
Some crappy IPA.
well, again, Anisopter may not know what beer is so much, or kind of, or maybe you did. I don't know, but yeah, it's goon juice. So he did actually bring the goon juice in, and you guys are, everybody's got. I'm gonna say that everybody gets the effect of it because that was just slick. So Pete, what are the effects? Do you know? I have it
for 10 minutes per level of cipher. The drinker is more susceptible to manipulation. Attempts to convince them to perform an action are decreased in difficulty by 2 steps.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be hard with me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So I'm the only one who knows that you're under the effect of that.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you because I figured drinking it for something to drink is probably better than not drinking anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want you guys to do something for the next 50
Yeah.
minutes,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is why
so you
we're
got-
going north.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You guys
Exactly.
again. It's split, so maybe it's not as strong. But okay. So maybe it's this weird beer. Maybe it's not. But you see what almost looks like, again, it shimmers. Maybe it's an oasis. Maybe it's a palm tree. Everybody roll for like either perception or scouting, tracking. I'm trying to think of anything having to do with being outside or at least seeing from far away.
Boy,
I'm gonna roll
Winter would
for-
be good at this.
I'm gonna roll,
I got an
roll for
18.
being awesome.
Okay.
I rolled a
18.
7 on being awesome.
Okay. So those cancel out.
trained in perception rolled an 18.
Got it. Back to 1.
I'm trained in navigation and vertology.
Navigation you can use. Vertology won't matter on this one, but navigation you bet. Believe it or not.
I got a 12.
Okay, so that counts as well. So okay, 2 successes. So it is not a palm tree. There's what look like fronds all of a sudden are just 2 fronds, and then it's moving back and forth like this, back and forth, and then you realize it's a figure coming towards you. It's still far off. It's real hazy. It's just a figure. It looks also tired. You can see at some point it's humanoid. It's coming towards you. You still can't quite make it out, and it looks tired as well. But it's walking normally. It's going towards you. Just to the stride, and now you can see those probably are ears. And you can see that for some reason it looks like it has this long trench coat on. See a flash of red underneath the trench coat, and in what feels like weird Vurt time, all of a sudden you're face to face, and there's
What are you guys doing here?
Yes.
I reach over and I kiss him on the mouth. I'm like, you made it in.
What the made it in? I haven't made it out yet, you piece of. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just deck him, just like a quick rabbit punch. Like mother.
Yep.
I do a speed defense roll on that one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, with everybody tired, I'll say it's demanding. So not even demand. Sorry, difficult. 12. Just for fun. It's just pride being hurt.
Yeah. 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, that's it. So no points of might because he's so tired, but
But this is the 3rd Chester we've met, counting the head in the box.
There it is. Ding, 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 ding. It's the sound effect. Yes. And here you go. It is baking hot. You guys have to get somewhere. It's no time for a reunion, guys. Continue on. You can talk on the way. Go.
Pull him along after I get up, and I'm like, wait. So what's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember is falling into a fucking oasis about, 3 hours back that way. Waking up next to David Bowie.
No, you must be mistaken. That was clearly Rick Astley.
Yes.
I think I know my rock idols. Thanks, Eddie.
Perfect. As you turn around, and you mentioned the oasis where you fell, that was 3 hours back, and you point backwards, everybody realizes it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
But
You're
it
already
was-
at the oasis.
I swear to God, it was 3 hours.
Maybe you
And-
just lost track of time because you're in two places at once, at least. Did
I have
you
no idea
know-
what the fuck you're talking about, but let me
Did
be
you
clear. I
know
hate the verb.
that somebody threw your head at us the other day? It was weird.
Maybe time lost track of us.
Yeah, there it is.
So,
Good call. Good call. Yeah, there's a cool breeze coming off of. There's a pond. It
gonna
looks
jump
like
in.
ice cold water. It's crystal clear. You can see to the
Yeah.
bottom. You jump in. You feel amazing.
Yeah.
You know, you feel energized. This is one
Then
of the
the
most
acid
beautiful
really
moments.
starts to kick in and burn through your skin. No, never mind.
Yes. Yeah. One of you is wrapped in an American flag. The other one has a trumpet. What is a? I don't remember exactly the quote, but yes. What is it? That's when the mescaline kicked in. So yes. Yes, you guys are. You're in an oasis. You're out of danger right now. And there's spots to
it's
sit.
just fucking here.
Mhm.
Why
I'm
would
gonna-
you leave this oasis? It's beautiful.
I've been here like 150 times. It gets a little boring after a while.
Well,
Uh-huh.
then why don't you know where to go?
Why don't you know where to go?
Because this is my first
Your
time.
gestures around to the entire open desert. Like, pick a direction, you'll end up back here.
So
Yep.
there's water. There's like a pool.
Yeah, it's a pond with palm trees hanging over. Mhm.
I take my jacket off my head and I dive in.
Okay, yeah, just from the shore, you dive in. It feels wonderful. It's crystal clear water. Again, the palm tree. It almost like the palm trees are meeting in front of you, so it's just shade underneath. You actually hear birds. You don't see any, but you hear them. You know, it's the bird world that
Is
happens.
David Bowie here? I
No.
poke my head up from the water and look around.
Climb the palm tree. He's usually up there somewhere.
I think Oedipus dives in and Engel's just off to the side, like, it's going to smell like wet dog for days now. That's
Yeah,
Robo dog.
yeah, yes.
Oily
Robo
wet
dog
dog.
man.
That's like rust and wet dog. That's bad.
I'm gonna fill up the empty goon juice can with water from the oasis.
Perfect. Great. When you put it in that container there, again, it's this crystal, sparkling blue, gorgeous oasis water. It shines, you know. Again, if there were sound effects in this particular Vurt, which it doesn't seem like there are extra sound effects, this one's pretty high class, you'd hear a level up or a wow, you know, kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like, wow, you got yourself a cipher.
Oh.
So oasis water, you bet. To be quite honest, I'll figure out what the hell it does during the bio break, but I'll base it off of
Oh,
some.
by the way, I'm not only rolling around in the water,
Mhm.
swimming around, I'm drinking it too. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Did
As
Smoke
one
manage
does.
to bring any of her blurbs with us?
No blurbs came in.
Okay.
I feel like when I upgrade to tier 4, I want to figure out a way to bring at least one in,
And tier
because
5.
otherwise your focus is like not useful half the time.
I hear you. There are any yellow feather, they go straight in, as is. If it's a hybrid feather, even that kind of works. That's the time when you can really start moving stuff back and forth, or like a super high level blackbird. But this here, the only notes were that.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking
There are
like
no
modify the blurb fly itself, like
Now that
add some vert flesh to the mechanics.
that
sort of
that's one of one of the advancement ticks. Remember, you can do other. Have that be one of those.
Okay.
So the next
Nice.
time, have your advancement tick be finding out some way to
All right,
and you
so
can do
while
that
we're in the
other.
vert, I'm going
Yeah.
to look for some ingredients to
Beautiful.
modify my
Beautiful.
fly with when I go
Yes.
back up.
palm oil drips down from above. Maybe that'll help.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can get some.
And a coconut falls out and almost hits you on the head.
Oh, good. Dinner.
And then dates start to fall out of the palm tree into the water, and then the palm fronds start to fall out from the palm tree down into the water. And
I think this entire place is collapsing on us.
Making soup.
I like it.
Yeah, it sticks
I'm
around.
gonna take all of the things.
yeah,
What might have
I'm gonna
happened?
make a fan out of the leaves, and I'm gonna blow my fan across the fan.
You know,
So if Chester's been here for a while, and he's like, shit's weird with Chester here. Does Chester recognize Anis or Angel?
oops, you're on mute, Jack. Yeah. Oh, he was mid show.
By the way, who the fuck are these two guys?
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Much better.
Yep.
Smoke
Yeah.
Eddie. Where's Blix?
Oh, that far back, huh?
Too soon.
I'm
Yeah.
going to start explaining to Chester that he is what's called unstuck in time, as coined during the famous Kurt Vonnegut TV show Lost.
Good.
And
Of
yeah,
course.
you're kind of not in the same order as we are right now. You got out of the Vurt. You want to say a couple months ago?
Got out of the Vurt. I would know if I was out of this hellhole, Eddie.
Well, then you have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
You don't remember Italy? Like,
What? Where is your accent from?
Yeah.
we're not sure.
Nice. Okay, GM intrusion right now. It does feel like the oasis is actually, the pool is getting wider. And it does actually, you can see the bottom now, it's starting to maybe sink down. There's more and more stuff falling from the palm trees there.
Here we go.
Yep. The water and the sand are the same consistency at this point, which is like halfway between one and the other. So it's like really viscous liquid, but it's also the same, so the difference between shore and where whoever's in the middle is just visual at this point. It's the same like
Whee!
viscous goo. It's happening. So everybody, here's where the GM intrusion is. You can climb the palm trees and hold on and wait for whatever's happening below you to go, and you get no XP. Or you can explore somehow, or basically let it happen. Let it happen. It feels like it's part of the trip, to be quite honest.
I'm gonna look at everybody else and say, the only way out is through, and dive straight into the water.
Excellent, perfect. And
He's not
Anna's
wrong.
And say, follow me on my way out.
Perfect.
So that everyone's still under the effects of the goon juice.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Now, Jack, when you said that Chester jumps in, how does he jump in from the squishy shore, or what's happening?
He probably just weighed in, like exhaustion, just like down into it, like
rocks in the pockets.
If he had a cigarette, he'd like be smoking it right up until the water got to his face, and just like head in and just like fuck this.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah. You've done this before. Okay. Is anybody else? It's just a vote. Whoever, if everybody wants to, everybody gets a XP. If everybody wants to hang on, it's up to you guys.
So most of us are going in?
Yeah, I think all of us are going.
Sounds like it. Okay, so everybody gets sucked in. Now everybody's going to make a speed defense roll. You're falling through. Again, everything is just blacked out because you're under. Again, quicksand doesn't quite sum it up, but it's some viscous. It's awful. And all you can hear is just the that horrible, like, chewing sound of that, that kind of horrible sound. So everybody makes a speed defense roll, and you can use you're not able to jump or run or anything like that, but if there's like a might something or else, or acrobatics or something, let me know. Yeah.
I'm specialized in speed defense, and while in the Vurt, all speed-based tasks are -1 step difficulty for me. So it basically drops it 3 steps.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And I rolled a 4.
Okay. All right. Next.
I'm specialized in speed defense, and I have enough speed edge to spend a level of effort without spending anything. So I get a 5.
Okay. Nope. Next.
I'm just gonna roll.
Do
17.
it. Okay. Next.
I got a 6.
Okay. Next. Or last but not least, Smoke.
Let's find out. I was looking to see if I had anything. Oh, I got a 1.
Okay. Well, that makes it even better because not a single one of you got it. I take that back.
Yeah, 17.
Wait, Pete, you did. Pete, you
say,
definitely did.
Dropping it 3 steps and it didn't make it?
Yeah. So it's 21 down to 18 down to 15 down to 12. What did you roll again?
Oh, I rolled a 4. I didn't spend any effort.
Yeah. So no. So yeah, it was intimidating. So so everybody or no one succeeded. Okay, that's another 6 points of just absolutely crushing damage as it just absolutely just constricts you.
Does
and
armor affect that one?
It does, yes. This is actual physical. This isn't the drug hitting, and it's neither that or the way out, which also is the different rules. But yes, this
I will
armor.
take my 1 point of damage and move on.
Ooh, excellent. Oh, 5. Shit, you are a tank. Okay, so yes, everybody else 6 points of that. Okay, now
6 points of what?
6 points of damage of.
Might damage?
Yeah,
Right.
might damage.
Whoops.
Mike. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I forgot I have armor as well.
Right. Yeah, and again, just as it feels like you're about ready to die, like the last, there's a total mistake, if you can't get another breath in the next 2 to 3 seconds, you're absolutely going, and that's when it opens up, and you guys are falling again through the clouds. And you hear the sound of flapping wings, but it's a little more tinny, a little more lo-fi, kind of off to the side. The smells, you can smell, it smells like artificial version of what you smelled coming in. Chester is there with you guys, falling. This is part of it. Falling, and heading down towards, again, what looks like the exact same moonscape. And you guys are flying. You guys are all able to communicate. You're all together and hurtling towards the earth. If
I
you
just
guys
sit back and relax. This takes a bit.
Yes. So you can see coming down, about ready to hit the ground, and you see just off on the horizon. There he is again. The stripe. Now he's wearing stripes. It's a jumpsuit. It's got a low V cut. His skin's like alabaster white. He's looks like a duke. Very thin. Tall, almost stretched out.
Wait, I know him. His name Iggy Rock or Iggy Stone, Mr. Stone. Yes.
Yep, and that's when he blinks out. Yes, it is Iggy Rocks. And you guys are now rolling a speed defense roll again to avoid. But this time armor does work because it's not the initial hit. So speed defense roll again to see if you can land somehow. It's Vurt logic.
Chester got a 20.
Okay, so great. So you get a success, and you get 2 other people that are successes. Everybody already succeeds. If anybody,
I spent a level of effort and I got 3 steps down.
Okay.
I rolled
Okay.
eight.
Yeah.
So the group will succeed, but still roll to see if you get either one, or especially another, like a 19 or 20. So
I
make
got
it
a
even
6.
better.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Okay, no.
I got a
I got
16.
an 11.
Okay, cool. So again, with the 20, which counts as 3 successes, that's your thing. So yeah, everybody lands. Chester, I guess you've done this many times. Yep. So everybody sees how Chester lands. He lands maybe a millisecond before you guys, and everybody lands. No 6 points of, knee buckle. Okay.
I like land on my feet and then fall on my butt. I didn't actually make it, but it doesn't hurt.
That's good. The sun is baking down, baking, twice as hot as before. It feels like. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But, again, after being in that oasis, it just felt so wonderful. Now, all of a sudden, you're totally dry. And
I want to try flying straight up.
okay, sure. What are you trying to do? Anything specific? Is like to explore, trying to?
Well,
you tell me your logic for it, and
I'm going to look around as I go. But
Uh-huh.
if going down through the oasis brings us back on top of the same point, maybe
Cool.
backwards will take us out the other.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You're just flying up. Okay, yeah, you fly up, you get to a spot. You keep flying. What feels like forever. It's still just as hot, even though you're way up in the air, which again is not, it's Vurt logic.
Right. Keep checking the horizon as I go.
Yep, nothing on the horizon. You get to the top, and you can see like a hex grid, a layout just right above there, and you hit a top, and it stops where you guys came in, and there's an actual point there, and you can see, all across there is a ceiling in the sky.
You have tiny little text in the bottom of your field of vision. You cannot travel in this direction.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Perfect.
The wall that I hit, is it flat or is it?
It's flat.
Oh.
It's like a ceiling that wasn't visible until you touched it. Now you can just see like a white hex trace, overprint, and it goes as far as you can see in each direction. It has a top. In fact, you've seen the top taken off of these things as you fall into it via Iggy rocks before, but this one has the top on it. Also, actually, you know what? As you hit it, give me some kind of Vurt lore, Vurt something or else to figure out some, now that you've actually touched it.
Yeah, specialized in Vurt lore?
Yeah. Okay, it's only difficult. So specialized brings you down 1. 2, you're specialized. So it's standard 6. If you want to use effort, you can. It's an int.
I rolled a 9 without effort.
Excellent. Got it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you feel if you could find some way to break through this, that makes sense to you. That makes sense. Of course, everybody else is, 10,000 feet below you. But again, it's the Vurt world. You feel if you could, again, just break through, that makes sense. And I'll also say that when you bump, the hex, the overlay is white, but there's also just a glimmer of yellow.
Who? Would my edge riding allow me to cross over this barrier?
You have edge riding?
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Is that new, or is it for you?
I don't remember. I'm tier 3 now, and I got it with that, but I don't remember when.
Awesome. Yes, absolutely.
That was probably one of the Vurt.
You know what?
So many to choose from.
Oh, with that, to make it even easier, also because why complicated? If you have edge riding, you'll know how to do it. So yeah, you figured out that this has a top. It should have a bottom. You figure that you could even probably replicate that down below. now. You could go through and try and find some way to edge ride and open up something down there that they can all get through.
Okay, I will go back down and help my fellow travelers get the hell out of here.
Okay, so perfect. So you don't need to roll for it. You just have edge riding. It's just a passive?
Spend 4 int, enter another vert.
Okay, so 4 int. So you'll have to spend it. You'll still have to roll as well. It's just an int roll. It's just to see if you get a 1 or a 19 or 20.
Okay, then I will spend the effort just to make sure.
No. Yeah, it won't matter.
17.
Okay, cool. So you spend your int. You tell us what it looks like when you open it up. Again, you're on this moonscape. Everybody's just covered in sweat already. Chester looks...
Well, first, I don't so much fly down as plummet. I just fold up my wings and drop head first. And then I swoop down, and as I come down, I unsheath the katana that Smoke lent me.
Yes.
And plunge that into the sand and tear open a hole in the vert.
Rad.
Nice.
Yes. Immediately it feels like the air is being sucked in. You guys hear just the sound of screaming air going past you. Everybody's pulled towards this rip in the fabric of Vurt. This is the floor. There's a floor.
I turn to all of them and say, "You want to follow me through this?"
Yeah. Yes.
Does it count as winning?
Wait, is this a way out?
And that's what you say, and that's the last everybody hears, because we're going to bio break. As everybody's sucked in and pulled into this rip through the fabric, you are able to hold your katana, but you have sliced it open, and now everybody is plummeting in, absolute, skydiver style, straight after Anisoptera, who is now has his wings are, covered in, the dust of the vert that you just broke through. So it's sparkling. Everything feels odd. Feels almost like lasers, shooting past you, but they don't hurt.
My heart starts playing in the background.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, everything is just bumping now. And you can hear, and those of you who remember him, who have met Iggy Rocks before, you can hear laughing. Good, like just true, good-natured, like, genuine surprise from Iggy Rocks there, just who's observing every time you guys go into the vert. And that's where we'll take our bio break, because you can't see what's coming up at you yet, but you will. Okay, so we'll take 10.
Yep.
Perfect.
We'll see everybody in about 10 minutes then.
Good.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
We are back.
And you're falling. And
Everybody missed out some great copyright violations during the break.
yes. Yeah. So
I don't know. I feel like it falls under fair use because we didn't sing more than like a couple minutes of each.
Because no one knows the words. Really.
listen.
That's also
I don't
true.
know if anybody's gonna watch this and not think it's satire. So I think we're covered under that big blanket. Like, don't worry. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god! If you're watching this and not thinking it's satire, you have problems.
Yeah. Yep. So actually, let's say, you know what, as the clouds are coming up, you're going through. The clouds have a golden tint to them. They're yellowish. You're seeing yellow sparks coming through. Again, you're probably smelling citrus and cinnamon and a whole bunch of bright smells, and it's an overload. I would imagine all of you have done a pure yellow before, or no?
Takshaka was a pure yellow, wasn't it?
I don't think Engil has.
No, you guys. It was the plains of Utonka, I think was the name of it, but it was a hybrid feather that you guys accessed.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
anybody's ever done a pure yellow before.
Then I don't think we have.
Okay.
Although
Whoa.
Chester did fall into a meta yellow.
True, but it wasn't a pure like yellow from the
Yeah.
top. Okay, so here is nice. Again, I don't have a theme song for it, but as you're falling through and you're coming down, you're seeing the moonscape that you were falling towards before, but now it's covered in these yellow desert flowers. Just as far as you can see, it's just a yellow like blanket of flowers. You can see again way off in the distance. There's the mountains, but you guys are plummeting, and maybe about 50 feet before you're getting to the ground, you start to slow down, and then you're just floating delicately down, and touching down on the soft desert flowers. In the same moonscape you're at before, but it doesn't look the same. And
3-point superhero landing.
yes. It's the same spot, but, and again, Chester, you've been falling back and forth through this thing for what feels like who knows how long, but this quite obviously has never happened, to say the least. Yeah, so the sun is pleasant. There's a bit of a breeze. You can actually see, lizards and, ants and other, bugs, and, the flora and fauna here is just, it's vibrant. It's a desert environment, but it's vibrant, You can see little odd, look like prairie hogs sticking their heads up and looking around. Prairie hog?
Dog.
Prairie hog.
I think I just made up a new Vurt.
They're feral prairie hogs.
The prairie hogs
Feral
attack.
hogs.
I'm gonna You know what?
They're part
Yeah,
prairie
I mean,
dog and they're part like boar.
You know what? I promise you. Okay. What I have planned, I'm
They
just
have
gonna
little pig noses
reskin.
and tusks. Like
Okay, so I'm just gonna reskin. Yeah, you see a prairie hog, and a prairie hog looks exactly like you think it would. Of course. Pops its head up, looks down or something. But yeah, there's some of them are bigger than others. You can tell. There's a bit of rumbling here and there, but who knows? So, welcome to your first golden yellow feather. Let's see if anybody has any. Which you can choose a pool to bring to full. Going into a yellow feather like this, especially edge riding or something, you need some extra like level up boost. So it could be might, if that's probably the one that you guys have been ticking away at.
Yeah,
if you have it.
I've got 6 points left in my might pool, so I'll do that.
Excellent. Might goes up to full then, or whatever you choose for your character. But yeah, Now, again, there's vibrant life everywhere. You can actually see birds, coming out of their little nests in the ground and in the cacti and whatnot, and then flying around. A lot of them seem to be flying both north and south, but I think you guys know why.
Do we?
Well, north was the direction of your oasis, and south also felt vibrant to you, at least last time. So you're guessing, there's something else cool on the south area. But you at least, if Vurt logic holds, there is, just 3 hours / 3 milliseconds away to the north. There's a oasis.
But we've already
something.
been
Chester
there.
starts walking south.
South.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let's try something new.
I'm going to say that before, whenever you tried that before, you would just keep walking forever and ever and ever and ever. You just have to walk north, and it was always 3 hours from no matter what direction you started. You could never reach the mountains, and then you would fall and fall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So now, heading south. Sure. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. On this one then, everybody, you have to do a Vurt navigation roll. Even though you kind of know that you're heading south, but you still, it's part of the thing. If you have Vurt world lore or some Vurtology or something, use it.
Chester got a 3.
Yikes. Okay. Again, it's gonna.
If
We
we
need
have
basic-
regular navigation, does that count?
No, definitely not. In fact, it almost.
Yeah, we need a car here so we can regular navigation.
Specialized in
a
Vurt
5.
lore and a level of effort, and I got a 10.
Okay, that counts. Absolutely. So 1 success, 1 failure. What else?
One
got a
level of
9.
effort. Sorry.
2 failures.
Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Rob.
1 level of effort plus Vurtology and rolling a 14.
Got it. That counts. Okay, so we're now at even. Mike?
I got a 9. I have nothing to help.
Okay. All right, and Chester.
I got a 3.
Okay, so you got 3. Okay, so yeah, you guys, again, you're walking south. You're seeing the mountains off there. It feels like they're getting closer, or you're making headway. And that's the point where the dust storm comes in. So the dust storm out of nowhere hits. It's really soft. It almost feels like pieces of lint or cotton or something. And when it hits you, again, it ruins visibility. It discombobulates, but it doesn't necessarily sandblast your skin or something. So it's a soft storm, and it's probably coming from, maybe the greasewood trees are releasing blossoms or something. But it feels almost like, tiny pieces of cotton just hitting you. You can't see anything right now. All right.
This is new.
Now, roll for initiative. You guys do not see it because this is the failure for the navigation roll. But the ground starts to shake like this, and up pops up what I'm now going to call a prairie hog. This is a big prairie hog. It'll have the same stats as what I already had planned, but it's a prairie hog.
Whack-a-mole.
A whack-a-mole. It pops out of the ground. Why not? Run with that. Why not? They're good stats. I'll use those. So yeah, this is a prairie hog, and let's say that this is, again, the minute you think it looks kind of adorable, all of a sudden it looks repulsive. So there's it's too big. It would be cute if they're small, but it's just too big to be cute. And it attacks first. Let's roll for initiative. Perfect. All right, or let's figure out if you guys are trained in initiative or anything like that. Let me know. But it does get
Yeah, I got a 6 and I'm trained.
Okay.
18 and trained.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Perfect. Oh.
And
Okay.
I'm trained.
You got a 1. Okay. So that's gonna count as okay. So you're gonna, unless you want to spend XP for a reroll, you're gonna spend a round
So,
trying.
Can I spend this round trying to hug it?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Absolutely.
Jack.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Roll
Yeah.
initiative, Jack. Like,
I did.
No?
10, and I'm trained in initiative.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So if everybody, if you guys could help, let's
Hang
see,
on.
help me out. I'm gonna put it in there.
I got
Um,
notes. 1 second. Yeah.
Thank you kindly. Okay, but as it will attack. Okay, so the prairie hog comes up. Okay, all four of its arms. Sure, it has arms and legs there. It swipes and then turns around to do kicks. So that's its 2 attacks. That's what we'll say for that. That's how I'm reskinning it. So it does get the first attack. Everybody's in the same spot. So it's going to go for the one with the highest initiative order first, which I think was the 18 and trained. Is that you, Smoke?
No, I got the
no.
1.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. That's right.
I got 18 and trained.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Okay. Great. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you even did it. And thank you. That's ideal. Okay. So yeah, it goes. Make a speed defense roll as its front paws with giant claws. For digging through the sand. Come right at you. These are, like 6 inches at the top and down to a razor point.
This is what an 18 with advantage gets me, claws. Ooh.
Yeah. So what
I
was it?
roll a 7.
7. Do you want to re-roll, or do you want to use XP to re-roll?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
12.
12. Okay. No. Okay. So no, because it makes it 1 step harder on this first one because it surprised you. I'm not giving it a free attack really, but it's 1 step harder. So 12 normally would, but in this round it's not going to, if that makes sense. So you want to use XP to reroll again?
I'm getting this feeling I should.
You know what? Don't get that feeling from me. I'm not trying to metagame, but
I'll do it once, and then after that, more YOLO.
Okay.
18.
Okay, great. Yeah, it swipes right over your head. Yeah, and again, it takes off your head covering there, and it flings it off to the side. It's still there. It's still intact. But yeah, that was close.
I technically might have lost my trackie because I took it off to dive into the oasis. But I bet it magically got sucked in with us.
Magically got sucked in. Yeah, it's as a yellow feather. Yeah, everybody's wearing their beginning
As you think
gear.
about it, it flutters down and lands on your head.
Yes, good call. Yes,
I start thinking about a 4x4 vehicle next.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, no one can remember if they remember what you were wearing a second ago, but again, I bet you when all this swirl of white, cotton pieces, that kind of dust storm subsides, I bet you're wearing them again. All right. Good for that. The second attack, it turns around.
Was really just fragments of your trackie trying to catch up to you.
Yeah, that's it. It's coming back like the game Journey. Yeah, you're incorporating it. You're gonna carry on. Okay, the second highest is Chester. Oh no, excuse me, Anisoptera. Okay, Anis. The second attack is for you. It turns around and kind of bucks and kicks its feet out again with these big claws. Its powerful hind legs. It's about 10 feet long. Maybe about 6 or 7 feet wide at its shoulders. It's pretty massive. So think like even a really healthy rhino, you know.
Okay. I'm specialized in speed defense,
Okay.
and I'm in the Vurt, so it's another step down on difficulty.
So 15 to 12, 12 to 9. Okay.
But I'm specialized, so isn't that 15 to 12?
Oh, sorry.
9
9 to 6. 9 to 6. Correct. Correct.
Okay.
6 or
And
above.
I'm going to add a level of effort.
3. Just don't hit a 1 then, or a 2.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, good. Well done. Yes, also, right past you, again, you can feel the wind just sucking by it. And that's when I think, everybody realizes, again, the dust starts to settle there, just perfectly timed, of course, for this battle. It got its first little attack in. And now you guys are certain that you hear a theme song background. And there's guitar, maybe that's a saxophone, you don't know. That beat, that might be an 808. I mean, that is just some classic stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it's bopping, and right in the, you can't make out any of the words of the verse. There is a verse happening, but then right as you guys start up and Oedipus, you're ready to start, you hear, you know, just off in the distance, Night Temple.
Oh.
Night Temple.
I thought it was going to
Okay.
be, her name is Rio, and she
Nice, yeah.
I thought it was
I-
going to be Come On Eileen. I really did.
I thought
No,
it was
if
really
everything-
graphic, so really,
I'll be honest, if everything goes well, that's your outro, because that's actually Gary singing it in the real world for you.
Nice.
So fingers crossed on that. Perfect. So top of the order, Oedipus, Oedipus and Annis, you will still go before the Prairie Hog. So Oedipus, you are up, and it looks pissed off. It's gnashing its giant yellow, 2 front teeth, 4 front teeth.
well, too bad. I'm pissed off too.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop the fingertips off my finger guns.
Yep.
I'm gonna blast that fucker.
Pew pew. Okay.
Let me roll for that.
Go for it.
That's intellect. I'm gonna spend 1 level of effort, and I roll an 18.
That counts. That does hit. Yes. So the pew pew lasers ring out. How much do they do? How much damage?
Light weapon, so
4. Perfect.
4.
Yep. I have my notes here. Oops. Sorry. My notebook's right here. Okay.
Quick, guys, he's gone. Smack these.
Yeah, go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I needed to have something to keep track of stats. I still have to do it old school. It just makes sense. Okay, so perfect. So you've now taken away 4 points. Okay. All right. Next up is and a pew pew. It hits right, singed fur, and it kind of cocks its head like this and gets a little closer. Yeah, it's pissed off now. Annis Optera, you are up.
Okay. So I am trained in wreck, using the wreck attack. I'm using a katana, which I am not trained for heavy weapons. I'm practiced in light and medium, but in the Vurt, every speed action is 1 step less difficult for me. So I figure 1 step more difficult for using a katana instead of my regular blade balances out. So
out, sure.
So I'm trained in wreck, and I'm going to spend a level of effort to hit him.
Nice.
So, so it's a level of effort, and then 1 off whatever I roll.
Right.
Rolled a 15, so effectively I rolled a 14 to hit.
Wait, 1 off of your roll?
Yeah, because it's wreck. Because I lose 1 point from my attack to gain 3 points on my damage.
14. Yeah. Do you want to re-roll? 14 does not connect.
Even with a level of effort and with trained?
Oh, that's what I was asking. Sorry. So, yeah, it's 15 is the target TN here. So
okay. 15's
yes.
a target, so that 15's a target
you're like
with
18. Yeah.
Okay. So that does 15 damage.
15 damage?
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
It's a
Good.
katana, it's 12, and then 3 onto my wrist.
Oh shit! Tell me what that looks like. No, he's not dead. But tell me what that looks like as I deduct 15 damage.
Yeah, the samurai dragonfly steps up to the ground, the prairie hog.
Mm-hmm.
You dishonor my family.
There it is.
Smoke watches you practically cut him in half, and she's like, "You can keep the katana. It's yours now."
Nice. Okay. It now goes. Yes, it goes. Chester, before you, Engil, and Smoke can even make a move, it now goes back into its double attack there. It's going to go for the ones it hasn't hit yet, and it'll go down the line. So Chester, you get the first swipe from the front there with its claws. It's a speed defense roll.
I got a 9.
Are you trained in? No. Okay. Do you want to use XP to reroll?
Sure.
You don't. Okay.
18.
Okay, that does it. Good. Excellent. So again, it swipes right over you. Again, you can hear it slicing the air. Maybe it's because it just got, punked with a katana. Perfect. Yeah. That's great. Let's see. So the second attack, it turns around and goes for a kick. Next is Engil. So it kicks at you with its powerful back hind leg. Speed defense roll.
Okay, I am specialized in speed defense, and I can spend a level of effort that gets covered by edge. So that's 3 for that.
Oh, 3. Okay, so 12, 9, 6, 3. 3 or
13.
above. Huh. Excellent. Yes, also, again, maybe because it just had a katana sandwich, but it also misses you. Okay, now, Chester, you are up.
I'm going to take my Vorpal pistol and shoot his face.
Do it.
I'm gonna miss.
No.
I got a 2.
Okay, now you only had you had 2 XP.
I'm not using the XP. It's just I'll take a 2.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so you had 2 XP. Everybody else had whatever XP you had before, plus the 2 for this session, just to keep everybody up. Okay, so so
one from the quicksand thing.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. Correct. Yes. So, all right. So yes, it whizzes by. And again, it looks right at you, and now it's locked onto you. Okay. Next is Engil.
Yes. I think Engil will pull out his electric knife, because that's handy to have around. And he will do his like, like lightning,
Yep.
iron monkey attack here.
Nice.
So first I need to do a might check. And I can spend, it's only difficulty 4. I can spend a level of effort on that that gets covered by edge.
Did you get it?
That brings it from 4 to 3. Target number for that is a 9, right?
Oh, for this? No.
No, sorry, not for the hit. I need to make a level 4 might check for the iron monkey to like jump and leap and all that kind of stuff. Yep, so if it's a level 3 task, it's the 9 is the target number.
9. Yep, it is. Perfect.
Okay. So I'll spend an XP so that I can try to actually hit that because I rolled an 8.
It won't do it. Again, it's
16.
mouth. That does hit, yes.
Okay, so that part goes.
Okay.
And then I get to make the attack with the electric knife. Okay. So I am trained in medium-bladed weapons.
Holding up a finger.
Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying to count assets here.
That's good.
I'll spend 3 levels of effort. One of those will get canceled out.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a speed edge too.
Right. Okay.
So that's 4
50
assets, and it's going to cost me 4 points of speed to do it.
Got it. So 3 or above. Just don't get a 1 or a 2.
6.
Excellent. Good. That's a good thing. Yes. Okay. What kind of damage does it do when you connect with the electric knife?
That is medium +1, so that's 9 plus
9.
3 from Iron Monkey for 12.
Whoa. Okay. Cool.
That's 'cause
good.
I'm not taking extra actions to activate other things.
Yeah,
that
no
would increase
doubt.
it more.
Okay.
So,
Smoke. You are up. It's looking at you now, but it is huffing and puffing. It's starting to cough up blood, and its breathing is labored, and you could tell it's
it's knocked down.
Oh, and prone, of course.
Yeah.
Why not?
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that Vurt creatures are delicious. So I'm gonna bite him.
Oh.
Oh God.
The dog is upset that someone is biting a prairie hog.
Yeah. First, it's just envy.
I'm mostly upset she's getting high again.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the Vurt, hopefully.
Again, like she stops.
Yeah. It's my goal to never
That's why.
stop.
Okay. Now, bite isn't an attack. It would be, again, it's covered in thick hide and fur. But.
Alright, so I'll try and grapple him.
Okay, to grapple. Okay, go for
and
that.
And then, bite him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a previously wounded spot.
Yep. Well, that's a good portion of the body at this point. Yeah. Excellent. Okay.
It's all
He's
here.
delicious.
What'd you get?
I got a 20.
Oh, excellent. So, I'll say that you grapple and the bite. Yeah. You know what? It ends. It only has 2 points left anyway. So.
I think that would be like an unarmed attack, essentially.
Yeah.
Which is 4 points. So that's.
Yep. Yep. So your bite is what does it somehow, and you're covered in gore. And it stinks, but again, success. Yay.
Yes.
Nice.
Anybody else want some of this?
No.
Now the theme music above kind of changes tempo there. Now it's more of a it feels like it's a journey.
Sounds like a cannibal movie.
Nice. Yeah, there's trumpets, there's the sounds, the drum, it definitely, it's like this is the point where there's a journey montage usually, in if you're going just something like that. Right. So as everybody is looking south, you can feel the ground underneath you moving. You're not going to fall over, but you're going forward whether you want to or not. You're being dragged in a nice way, I guess, but you're being basically pulled south. And if you want to move around, you can, but you're getting dragged one way or another.
We're on one of those conveyors from the airport.
Similar, yeah, go in the opposite way, yeah, where you can really make it look like you're going fast.
Or a sushi belt. I want to be on.
I like to slow run when I'm on those, dramatically,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just doing that.
Going at pretty decent speed.
You're covering 100 feet with each slow motion step. It's very anime. It's perfect. So yes, and so you guys get there. You've arrived at the edge of a forest. The forest there is dark trees covered in thick bark. You can hear owls hooting. You can hear, echoing of birds. It sounds dangerous. And now the music kind of, now more strings come in, and there's some weird little sound effects. The nightmare machine thing goes through, all of that, cello bows on things they shouldn't be, on, that kind of stuff. This is a scary forest, and behind it, way out, maybe about 50 miles out behind the forest, you can see the very top spire, a peak of what looks like some kind of temple. Night temple. So
temple.
yeah. So and when you guys look, every time you look at it, you hear that soundtrack. You hear Night Temple. But yes, this is the scary forest before Night Temple. But you guys are here, and yeah, up to you.
Well, I say we
This
go home.
forest is spooky.
The forest is dark and full of monsters. What the hell is this place? This is new.
Mm-hmm.
New is good, isn't it?
I like new.
We could put you back in the falling chute.
At least I knew it was going to happen in a falling chute. Chester starts marching towards the temple.
If falling chute was black feather, why not jerk out?
You're a jerk.
Like, he's not wrong. That's like.
Again, where are you from? Chester's gonna head towards the temple.
I'm gonna walk up to
Fucking exit
Chester.
pass there.
I'm gonna walk up with Chester because I'm always happy to see him despite his demeanor, and I'm gonna tell him that he's from Belgium.
Where are you from? Vegan. Look.
We are from France.
Because honestly,
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you were telling
we don't
me I
know
was from
either.
Belgium, and I was like, wait, what?
we don't actually know where he's from. I don't think he at any point explained. So
Mm-hmm.
Belgium is about as good as a guess as any.
Or no.
He's got a lot
Onward,
of
Night
tattoos, and
Temple.
none of them are legible. That's like.
Mm-hmm.
The tattoos are all in Latin. It doesn't help.
Yeah, you now the sound, like it almost like the wind is pulling you into onto the path that goes into this dark forest. Again, it feels as if you're being pulled along, railroaded almost into the next part of into the next part of the feather. You can certainly stop, but again, the music and the wind and the stuff, just like a blinking door in a video game, you know at least where you're going to go or have to go to continue, but you can still
The
take your
only way out is
time to do what
through.
you need to do. Going through?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, make another Vurt navigation roll, and we'll do the same thing where, otherwise I get to roll a d20. It's like last time.
Oh, by
Chester
the way,
got a 7.
I kept a
Okay.
piece of the Prairie
The
Hog.
lint? Oh, of the Prairie Hog.
Yeah,
Okay.
to bring home with me to graft on.
Oh.
To do your vert.
It's like a tusk.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. That's perfect. Yeah, it's bottom incisor that, or the incisor. What the hell? They only have 4 teeth total. But that's what comes out. It looks like a tusk too. Just
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
like
gnarly and.
gross.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
gonna look really awesome.
Good. Okay. Okay. I can dig it. All right. So let's see those Vurt navigation rolls. Just let me know if you succeed or not. The target number is 12. So
Specialized and rolled an 11.
got it then. You got it. So 1 success, 1 failure.
7, 1 level of effort for tautology is, what was the target? Sorry.
12.
So 10,
10.
12.
I got a.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll get back to you on that.
Sure.
I got a 1.
Oh, nice. You are just rolling those ones. Okay.
I'm just like super high.
Yep.
And I'm just
Yeah.
wandering around.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so unless someone gets a 20,
Yeah. I got a 13 and I got nothing to help with it, so.
Okay.
I'm effectively a 13 too.
Okay, so it's bound to happen. All right. That's the way I'll put it. Okay, so now I'm rolling old school. I can roll for you guys too. Yeah, so I'm just rolling this, sorry. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can see what looks like somebody from Manchester, right there, in the middle of the woods, wearing trackies, not red, not even matching, to be quite honest. Just some scally, just somebody, covered in dirt, and look like they've been lost for a month. They look at you. Their eyes are definitely past reason. Who knows how long? Ask Chester. However long this person's been stuck there. They are a crazed featherhead that comes towards you. Yeah. So this poor git is always. Okay. He's a danger to himself and others. All right. And he sees you guys and he jumps. Let's do the same thing where we roll for initiative here. Everybody will roll. Again, he seems kind of, I don't want to say weak, low level stuff, but he looks like he's hungry. He looks like he's just looking for feathers, to be quite honest. He looks like a featherhead.
Chester got a 19.
Oh,
He's
1.
trained in initiative.
Ooh,
I got a
1.
natural 1.
Yes. I got a natural 1 too.
I got a 13.
2 nat 1s. Okay. Okay, so I'll say that he gets two extra attacks. Okay, he normally just has 1. Okay, so let's go for shoot. Yeah, what's the order here? Oh, you're getting that. Perfect.
1 second, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll go for certainly you two folks that rolled 1s are going to get this. He starts with lowest. Okay, he swings a fist. All he's got is a fist. Yeah, he has no weapons whatsoever. It's a wild swing. And so Shar, you roll a speed defense for Smoke.
14.
Okay. Yes. His swing is wild. Spit starts coming out of his mouth, and he's kind of foaming, and he's but he does get 2 more attacks. So now he goes after Oedipus there. Another wild swing, almost like a hammer swing down. He's yelling something, but those aren't words anymore. Maybe
Speed defense, I guess.
Correct.
1 level of effort.
Okay.
Or sidewinding, hornswoggling, bush fighting, Kroger.
Nice. Oh yes, 16, correct. Yes, also another wild swing. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay, next up is so Smoke. Oh no, that was you, Smoke. Sorry. Engel then. You were the one that got a 1.
That was their attack. That was your attacks. That wasn't our goes yet, right?
Correct. Yeah, but what?
None of us have gone yet. It's just him attacking so far.
Correct. Yeah, he gets
he
his
was gonna
3.
attack Engel and Oedipus
he got 3.
in addition to me.
Yeah, because a 20 will give him the extra 2 attacks. Again, these attacks they look kind of weak and wild, but again, you triggered something.
I thought when you were confused his eye off and in between they were attacking and you're doling out
I hear
where
you.
you were going. So sorry.
No, I appreciate it though. Thank you. Engel, you same thing. Speed defense. And now he's going for kind of a wild swing like that.
Okay. I am specialized in speed defense. So it's
Okay.
2 more for him.
Yeah, you are.
So I got a 19 plus I'm specialized.
Okay. Minor effect. Let's say that the minor effect. I don't want to have him fall over necessarily, but I'll say that a minor effect.
But I want to pile drive him. It's like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Minor effect is. Yeah, he falls to a knee. Yeah, his balance is all bad. Yeah, he can still attack or defend himself well enough, but he's not gonna be able to move for this round. Yeah, that counts absolutely. So he messes that up. Good. Okay, so the crazed featherhead, the lost Mank. Now we go to top of the order, Chester with a 19.
Chester's gonna just vorpal pistol to the guy's head.
Mm-hmm. Keep track of your ammo, please.
I got a 2. I'm gonna use XP to re-roll. And try that again. I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh,
I'll take extra damage on that.
you turn his head into a canoe.
Yeah, I was gonna say the extra damage is that now all of a sudden the trees in this area are all painted red. Yeah, he's a crazed featherhead with 6 health. Anyway,
He'd be dead.
yeah, he's absolutely gone. He drops, you know, his trackies that are tucked into his trainers there, and you know, he falls. And in some ways, it seems like a sweet release because he's obviously been there for too long and his mind is broken. So hopefully
I
he
want
goes
to see if he's got anything on him, like feathers.
Sure.
Well, I want to double check him. Like, is he actually a real worlder who's been stuck in this feather, or is he a feather creation?
Roll for before you even search the pockets. That's good. Roll for that.
Right.
Roll for
specialize in Vurt lore with
that
a level
counts.
of effort.
Sure. So you just have to see 2 levels, 3 or above. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Yes, it's pure human. Stuck here. Never figured out how to win. Never figured out how to get through the forest to the temple. Got lost in the forest and has been stuck for who knows how long. So yeah.
Kind of feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Is that why you executed him? That's like.
I said I kind of felt bad for him.
Yep.
Well,
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, execution style is one of my favorite hyphenated terms, but you know.
The thing is, if
The
no
other is cream filled.
Oh, there you go. Cream filled execution time. If no one had killed him by the time it was my turn, I was gonna try and shove the soap bird in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, it would. It may have. Well, who knows? Yeah, he's toast now. He's nothing from the neck up. So, perfect. Yes. So, searching. Roll a d6, Shark, because you said it first. Just a d6 in general, and I'll let everybody do we'll do a group search roll or something. It's basically d6 gives me the first part of the table here.
I got a 5.
Okay. All right. Now roll a d20. Don't worry about using effort or anything like that.
It's a table roll.
Yeah, it's the second part of the table.
19. Why am I wasting all my good rolls?
No.
That's not a waste on a table like
It's
this.
definitely not. Believe it or not. 5. So the 5 table and 19. It is a feather. It is a.
There are many feathers.
I know. Well, here's the beauty. It's a black and yellow hybrid feather.
Ooh.
You can tell because the yellow is just, sparkling through. It almost pulsates. Yeah, it is.
Feather we're in right now.
Well, you don't know. Yeah, it's a black and
If we
yellow
take
hybrid.
it here, it turns us all inside out. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, actually, you guys are inside a yellow feather. Again, whether it's the first time in your PC's life or not, but certainly this is the
I
rawest
don't remember
it
if
gets.
Bella took us through a yellow. I don't think she did.
She left through the well, I think, which was a yellow, which is part of the edge writing thing. The same kind of thing, the ceiling and the floor of the Vurt feathers. So, okay, so yeah, it's a black and yellow hybrid, and it looks gorgeous. There's no label on it. So, yeah. So that's what you get, and that is all that you do get. There's no other goodies. You know, there should be, but there aren't. But yeah, with that on the 5 table, it's all just big loot, the big feather loot. So yeah, that's it. Does anybody have any? Is it Pete? Is Anis Optera the one who has the identifying?
Oh, I have Vurt lore. That's what I've used to identify stuff before. Yeah. Let me try and identify that feather.
Yeah, I've got Vertology too, so I'll probably let's both try it.
Okay.
So that with an asset, if he's going to help.
Well, I'm specialized and I can spend a level of effort.
Oh, well, I'll help you then.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Check out this
Specialized and level of effort. Oh, so just don't roll a 3.
Right.
Whatever.
19.
Or 1 or 2. I mean.
19.
Excellent. Okay. Yes, this feather is Numenerica.
Ooh.
And Numenerica is a far future fantasy in a weird world of sand, forgotten temples, and powerful artifacts.
Ooh, artifacts.
Oh, the very feather we're in right now.
No. All PCs appear together at the top of a sand dune. Again, this is the what's on the package. It's a black and yellow hybrid. Dressed in bizarre clothing with glowing rings, halos, and odd future tech. What they find, or what they're looking for, is an imposing 50-foot tall feather-shaped amber monolith.
Nice.
Numenerica.
Go from holding
Black and yellow hybrid. Yeah,
We're definitely going there.
Yeah, cool. So,
Go too deep. Go there right now.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so yes, that is what you find. You gonna have to succeed on a navigation test to actually get through the woods, but luckily you're not only halfway through it, but you're also, halfway through it? However it works in the Vurt world, you know, you're halfway in and halfway out at the same time. So in the middle of the woods here, let's have another Vurt navigation roll. Again, you guys at this point are all turned around. It's getting colder. It might be nighttime actually. It's
Chester
hard to
got
tell.
a 19.
That's good. Okay. So that's with a +1, so that counts as 2 successes.
I got specialized in Vurt lore, and I put a level of effort, but I only rolled a 2.
I got a 15.
Yes. Okay.
I got a 13, and I spent 2 levels of effort, one of which is free because I'm curious.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Mike?
I got a 15.
Oh, 15. Oh, you got a 15. Okay. So yes, it's more than half of you succeeded. Yes. Let's say that you've realized, you remember that game cat that says that the Vurt moss only grows in the north side of the trees in this part of the woods, and you reacclimate or reorient yourself, and suddenly you come through the clearing, and there is a temple, and it's very clearly a temple. It's big wooden structures. It's bulky looking, almost looks like standing stones, but there's some architecture to it. And then of course you can see that the spire that they have, which has windows in it going all the way up, just sticks out of the top of the trees, and that's what you're able to see at the front. Everything is black stone, black and dark gray. It feels like there's starlight above, and it feels like it's almost sucking the light towards it. Even the when you look down at yourself, if you're glowing at all, depending on your mode of being or whatever, even that light kind of feels drawn towards it. This is the night temple. So
If I'm showing shadow, does it feel drawn but in a different way? Like it's
ooh,
welcome?
no, but that, believe it or not, is a good sign. Meaning that, like with saturators, if it had just had to do with color, you guys have had problems with saturators before where they pull it all. It actually hurts when it's taking out the color from things. It doesn't feel like that. So just because your show shadow is dark, it's not being pulled a different way. So it's pulling the Vurt into it. Vurt has its own shadow stuff. So interesting, but no. So maybe it's cosmetic. It doesn't feel like it's harmful. Yeah, it's cosmetic.
Cool.
And the doors in the front, of course, there's a portcullis that's up, but the doors, they have, and this is a temple that's, maybe 200 feet long from end to end. Again, it's a jumble of stones with, just a semblance of architecture. But it does have an inner ring, and it does have doors made of wood that are open. So you can see into the center of the courtyard, but it's just really dark inside. There's no torches, there's no light whatsoever. Even the starlight doesn't seem to reach that part yet, but it's the center of the night temple.
Cool, we should go in. And I start going in.
Right behind her.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll activate partially there and go in.
I'm gonna stay back a little bit and walk with Annis and ask him about Belgium.
Ha!
Oh wait, no, sorry, with Angel.
Nice. Perfect.
I was confused.
Let's say I'm gonna give you guys another chance at XP. Let's do another GM intrusion. Let's say that to get there, you can tell you're gonna have to deal with the Vurt logic of, running fast and jumping over and just making the 20 steps of distance between the edge of the forest and the actual doors. You can already see the sands are shifting in front. It's going to be rough, but you'll have to roll. Yeah, you don't have to. You know what? The wind also. We'll say that just to like everything's just kind of being pushed in. So the GM intrusion is, if you guys want to go back into the woods, you can. You'll have to roll another navigation roll to get out, and you will get your XP, or you go through it and don't get the XP. So it's a little different than usual, this one. So if you run away, but you guys made
get XP for running away.
Yeah.
I want to go towards the temple now.
Yeah, I'm going towards the temple.
Yeah.
Running away does not sound like a thing we would do.
Yeah.
Love
I'm
it.
dedicated. Normally, I don't pass up a GM intrusion.
Well done, and yes, absolutely. I'll make sure that it evens out. But that's exactly what you guys would do. Absolutely. So yeah, you guys don't shy away, run back in the woods, fly from danger there. No, you go right through. And yeah, so everybody's going to roll a speed roll. It's not a defense roll, but this is just to see if you can, get across in one round, or if we go into multiple rounds. Yep, just a regular speed roll. If you're trained in speed defense, you can use that as an asset too. Any kind of speed, anything, that's fine.
Okay.
train in speed defense and spend a little over.
Okay.
Oh,
I
So
got
it's
a
9.
2.
Okay, good.
let's
So,
spend an XP
okay, there
to
it is.
reroll.
I got an 11.
Never mind. 6 plus level of plus
9.
3, 9. So yeah,
Okay, 9 counts. 9 counts.
cool.
So yeah, you just have to get a 9. Did anybody not get 9? No. Good. Okay. So yes. Okay, perfect. So everybody makes it across again, just in time, or just the right area. The wind, that cuts through, and you guys find yourself there at the edge of the courtyard, the inner courtyard of this temple. And now your eyes are adjusting, and you can actually see that it is in fact a stone ring inside that Stonehenge style, but inside that temple. So this temple's been built around an even older stone ring. This is the night temple. Still, all the color feels like it's going in, and it's a darkness, and it's about 30 degrees colder here. You do also, even just as your eyes adjust, you can see that there are carvings all over the stones, and the carvings show all these scenes of what look like a god or whatever they're looking, whatever these people worshipped. There's a look probably a goat's head, horns that come up. You can't tell if those are feathers. You can't tell honestly, like if it's male or female. Is that a fawn? It's hard to tell, but it is something that is a mix of human and animal, in air quotes, general. And there's a lot of other symbols, and none of these scenes seem to end with where the little human looking figures, they never seem to end well in these little things. And that's what you see. And again, now the theme music is just the occasional like dum dum, da da dum dum. It's
Fucking hate
definitely,
feathers.
yep. It is.
Chester, you're such a stick in the mud. This is amazing.
Dun dun.
This is horrible.
That's
Anybody who
what I
has
said.
Vurt knowledge, Vurt lore, Vurt anything, roll to or history, even human history or real world history. Anybody who has anything like that, make a roll, or even just int, basic int.
Specialized in Vurt lore, but I only rolled a 3.
Burp burp burp.
Virtology rolled a 6.
Nope.
Oh, Virtology got an 18.
Okay, yes. And that's it for the rollers. Okay, cool. Yes, so with an 18, you know that this is a god. You know that all you can remember is that, this is a real world god, you think, or it was in stories. And you can't remember how to pronounce it. It starts with the B, ends with the T, and you have no idea. You can kind of see it in your head, but not really, not with an 18. So, it's on the tip of your
I
tongue.
think this temple is for a god, like a butt god. No,
Yes.
A what god?
It starts with B, ends with T.
The butt god. That's good.
Oh, right. It's Bastet. There's lots of
I hate the
panthers
bird.
around.
Yes. Yes. Now the music is dum dum, picking up dum dum dum, dum dum, dum dum dum. You can feel drawn towards the middle there, but it feels scary.
We should you know what? If we meet the butt god, he'll be the second god that we've met. That's pretty sweet.
And what, the second god that's killed us?
Still alive.
You can't say you killed us in past tense because they haven't done it yet. They probably will, but it hasn't happened yet.
Pretty sure they kill you guys in a little bit. All right.
Engil's just kind of standing there like.
They're like, you don't look
right.
dead.
Yep. The ground you can actually see is grass. It's like a real thin, almost like moss grass. You can actually see that it looks like it's prehensile little thing. I mean, it's moving on its own accord. It feels like static electricity again, almost no light, but something is changing in the middle of this circle. The air, the atmosphere is, the breezes are blowing in odd directions now.
This is definitely the
God
right
damn
way.
it. Yeah, okay.
I want to take
There's
my
a way
one action.
forward.
Is it? It's just gonna show up right in front of us, right? I mean, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
I'm taking my one action recovery roll now.
Oh, okay. Yes. If anybody has it, wants to use it, you can.
And my pools are all back up to full.
Oh, good. You'll need it.
Point.
Okay. So everybody roll for initiative right now. And as the air is again starting to crackle and the breezes and there's more of this, the soft white like lint cotton sand stuff kind of swirling down from above. It's open air to the top, where the spire comes up from the behind area. But in the middle of this ring, which is about 15 feet by 15 feet, which is not much actually. Now I'm thinking about it. 20 feet by 20 feet. That was stupid. Okay. With five PCs, I'm just realizing 15 feet is like you guys like elbow to elbow. Okay, there's just enough.
Social distancing.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I should make it at least 6 times 5. Yeah, 18. Okay, so 30 feet. So you guys are there. Are in front of it? You can see that the air is starting to take shape. The dark air. Things are getting lighter, just a bit, just a shade lighter around it now. It looks like the darkness itself is starting to coagulate and undulate and other something ate that's disgusting. I don't know what. I mean, you fill in the blank. Well, almost everything. I won't go there. But the fact is, this is something that is sentient, and it's taking form. All right, roll for.
Can I take this time to activate Fury?
You can, yeah, if you want to do that, or do a recovery roll, you can, and then yeah, definitely everybody roll for initiative.
I believe I rolled.
I got a 7.
Yeah, I want to activate parry before we start also, and then initiative.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a 7, and that's with 2 levels of effort because I'm curious.
Okay, 13 then?
Yes.
Hmm? Perfect.
I got a 12 on my initiative. I'm not trained.
1.
I got a 1 and I'm specialized. So.
Nice. Oh, 1 in your you got a 1. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll also have you have to spend this first round. Again, if you have a non-action kind of thing, yeah, you can activate stuff or whatever. But this first action or this first round there, you're gonna have to. It'll take you a while to get in there.
Yeah.
So with a 1. Okay. And perfect. And then, so we got a 12 and okay. Did anybody get over 19? No. Okay. So before anybody, thank you for doing that. So before anybody can even figure out what is in the middle thing, how this is putting itself together, you can see that it's taking form into something that is now exploding its darkness out in a pop kind of thing. So everybody's going to do a int defense roll on this one. This is odd. Not speed. There's no way to dodge it.
I'm actually trained in intellect defense.
Oh,
Me too.
really?
I have
Hey
an
now.
inability.
Oh. Okay, so take that into account if everybody could when you're telling me the totals.
Yeah, so that was fun. I got a 7, plus I'm
Hey.
trained.
Me too.
I got a
Okay.
7 and I'm trained.
Oh,
I got
okay.
a 3 and I've
13
got
minus
nothing.
10, or
Wait,
minus 3 is 10.
3 of us got 7 and trained.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Okay,
I
we're
got
gonna.
it- So you ended up at 10, and I ended up at 10 because I have an inability, because I got 13 minus 3 is 10.
Mhm.
Huh.
So 10 is the magic number.
Course. Okay.
And I got a 3.
Okay.
3 with
Okay.
Mike.
So this, when it hits, and it does hit, it doesn't hit your body. It's not a shockwave of anything, but it hits your mind. The darkness goes out and through, and everybody sees the same image. It's a much more, it's a realistic image of what's in the carvings, and you hear one sound whispering. It's a woman's voice, it's a man's voice, it's an animal's voice, it's a god's voice, all at the same time, and it just says Baphomet. And
I guess
that's
that makes more sense than but.
right. Yep. 8 damage. Int.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
For
being
everyone?
partially there in
For
shadow affect
everyone. No, it's because that would only help with speed stuff. This is specifically unless you had a. Yeah, there's no dodging it. This is.
I'm
This
glad I took
first-
a recovery roll.
Yeah.
It was my intellect pool that was down.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. That was its first, and it has a, it's top of the order there. So now it is you guys are up, and let's see, the order again is let's see.
I
Is
didn't
that
have
the
this order. I didn't catch any
Oh, no problem.
rolls when they were
No
making
problem.
them.
So it was a 12. Let's see, Pete, you got a 12 and you were trained in initiative or no?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So it's Pete. Let's see. So Pete 12. I just want to make sure it is. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. 1 was Shar, you got a 1, correct?
No.
No.
Oh no.
Sure.
Who did?
I did.
We all got
Mike
10s
did.
except for somebody.
I'm not sure what 10s were for the defense thing.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah, this
Rob,
is
I'm
initiative.
not sure what your initiative was.
Initiative. Okay.
Yeah, you rolled it earlier. Sorry. I should have checked that out.
Okay.
Oh, you did it. Thank you. Oh, you already
Yeah.
did it.
I had some of
Did it
them,
way
but not
back.
all.
I
Yeah.
don't remember. So
Beautiful. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's perfect. So it's Pete, and then it is. Oh, sorry, it is Shar, and then Pete, and then Jack, and then Rob, and then it's Mike. But you have Angela has a.
I'm like taking the
Probably a-
time to light a cigarette here while things are going on.
Yeah. Perfect. Again, so this is the god / goddess / everything S, Baphomet. Ends with the T. How cool is that? So that is the first round. So now we're up. It is Shar, you are up. So you don't. It's still just blackness forming itself together in the middle.
I would like to use simple communication and
Okay.
try and talk to it.
Okay. Do you have to activate that?
Yeah, it's an intellect point, and they have to be willing.
Oh yeah, he's willing, or they're willing. You bet. You bet. Okay. So activate that. Now roll an int defense roll. Tell your friends, by the way.
I got an 8, and I have an inability.
Oh, okay. You feel the second blast and it says Baphomet, and it's 8 int. That's the second blast.
Oh, that's negative int for me.
Oh, it's interesting. So if
So
int
then it
falls
spins around
first,
to might. It goes
Yeah,
in a
correct.
circle. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. So tell your friends. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yikes. Don't.
She
Yeah.
attempts to tell us, and it comes out as.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 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 This thing
I'm like,
is.
I reach out and I'm like, oh great, Baphomet.
Yep.
Yep.
I imagine. Yeah. I imagine reaching out to Sauron. You know. To try and talk to them. No way. Yeah. This.
I'm
is
gonna try to talk to him. Like you turn, then you turn back,
Yep.
like just blood coming out of your nose. Like no, like
Let's hope you never understand what it
sounds like burning.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes. So that's as crazy as that sounds. Yes, that's that. Okay. Next is Pete.
Yes. I will take this opportunity now to put up partially there.
Okay. Okay.
And
Perfect.
I will spread my arms and my katana out, wings outstretched, and I'm shaking my rattle on the end of my tail and displaying my tail as much as I can in the best threat display I can possibly set up.
Nice. Nice. Good. Good. Okay. All right. Okay. And Jack. He disappeared quite literally.
I didn't disappear. I'm right here.
No, quite
Ooh.
literally into the background. You disappeared into the Aurora
So there's just
Borealis.
this
The Aurora
smoke.
Borealis.
Okay, I'm gonna activate partially there.
The team all activates partially there or shows shadow at the same time. This isn't your first rodeo.
it's like sorry,
Yeah.
Oedipus. This is
Yep.
So partially there, yeah. That takes
Okay.
an
Okay.
action.
And you can get yourself into position.
But I'm also going to parry, which doesn't require an action. I'm going to enable that.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
That's 5 minus, so that's 17. Okay.
Nice. Okay. Next up is Rob.
We all kind of fade out and point to Rob as we go.
Well, you know how Smoke showed us that talking to it is a bad idea. I'm gonna spin identity and talk to it.
Excellent. Excellent.
Gonna need 2 intellect points. I'm going to convince her that we are here with the Vurt Census Committee,
Good.
and that we're here just for business. We just need a couple of questions answered, and then we'll be out of her way.
Oedipus's
Get a 20.
arrogance is otherworldly. Yeah, that's
No,
awesome.
It's not arrogance. It's the fact that you didn't write the spin identity description to be more God-proof. So.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay.
Does not work on gods.
Yeah, avert God. Yes, go for it. I would say I'll give you, I mean, truly a chance, just because there should be a chance, but it's quite literally, there's a reason that the top one is called immortal.
Suggestion is a more expensive skill, and that has a specific level 2 or lower creature, but nothing like that on spin identity. So
No.
okay,
So it's immortal.
immortal is how much?
It's a 30.
A lot. You want to drop that down. Let me put it this way: it's more than would normally come up on a D20.
Okay, wait. Actually, this is an action.
Mm-hmm.
Does it still require a roll?
Yeah. To spin identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is from fumbles to 20s, because if you got a 19 or 20, it would be even easier. If you got a 20, does it just work?
It's not.
Spend a bunch of effort, man.
Because it costs intellect points. So
Yeah.
that's the cost.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
This has always been unclear to me.
if
Yeah.
things are something somebody would want to resist, they get a roll, or they get a You
Well, there are
have to
some
roll.
things. It says in the cipher system book as well. There are some tasks that you have to pay to even attempt.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Well,
clarified somewhat later than the original.
3 levels of
book.
effort takes me down
Okay.
to 5 int.
Okay, wait. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And
Are you trained in bullshittery?
I mean, I picked identity, so
You should take that as your next skill. Bullshit.
Yes.
if I make it out of here,
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Or
So,
if you have 4 XP or 2 XP. Actually, 2 XP for a very narrow skill, like convincing gods that I'm someone else.
Yeah. Can I?
I do.
When
So-
someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so as part of this spin identity, I'm going to hold up all the feathers in my pockets and like I have to go here next and then this one. And I would like to use it
Asset.
as an asset.
Okay, so you have to. Okay. Just
So it's
so I
4.
know, you've dropped it 4 levels now, right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay.
What do I need?
It feels challenging still. I'll
Tell
let
me
you
God.
know.
Okay, here we go. Roll D20. I rolled an 11. That's not gonna do it. I'm
No,
gonna
you want to
spend
use the XP again?
Yeah. 15.
Yes, that's challenging. That's great.
Once more into the bullshit.
Yeah. If everybody else stops attacking and goes along with this, I'll let it happen.
None of us
Obviously.
had attacked yet.
Yeah.
None of us have gotten a shot off here or anything yet. So
Oh, you might
All
have
we,
just
did, all,
saved.
all we did was try to talk to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you saved the bacon.
everybody else is like cracking
Yeah.
their knuckles and winding up, but nobody's like throwing a punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest,
I
I
think
don't
all of us were like ducking and hiding. Like,
I don't
we're all
think
like,
there's a way for us to have won this, so I don't even know what we're doing here necessarily. So
I will say this. It stops. It puts itself together again. This form is shadowy again. It looks like a goat head. It looks like, can't quite tell. There's wings and there's, hooves and a whole, there's flesh and just godliness swirling together, and it stops and it looks at you and it's waiting for you to continue.
okay. So first question, full name, please.
Ready? You ready? It says Baphomet, and you take 8 int. You can still talk to it, but don't ask it its name. It's 8 int every time.
That goes
You can
out-
do it.
What pool does it go out of next?
Int.
Mike.
Mike.
Mike,
Oh yeah, might.
Wait,
It
5.
goes in a circle.
13, 0.
Um,
You're
Uh,
asking its questions. Spin identity is one thing. Now you're asking it its true name. Asking a god its name.
God, I'm gonna die here. Actually, we'll
No.
just do one more question. Feather of origin.
Wait a second. Does spin identity let you get to ask questions, or is it?
No, I'm convinced.
No.
that
Oh, he's
that-
asking questions.
worker.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
we did have questions to ask Baphomet. Is the whole reason we decided to do this feather too, right? About Utanka and Takshaka and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P.S. I'm taking my 1 action recovery right now.
Yeah. Yes. As at this point, it's really start to solidify. It's still listening to you. Spin identity. It's something about all those vert feathers in your hand, and you're using a whole bunch of like real world talk that it's beyond.
So if someone wants to start feeding me questions somewhere, I'm gonna just go with. I'm gonna stick with feather of origin, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not its name, so it's not going to mind blast you there for 8. but it says several. And then each voice, you can hear the like 4 or 5 different voices that make up Baphomet answering at the same time. So it doesn't sound like a lie, but it sounds like even the comprehension's beyond. Yeah, it's a god. It may know, it just may not tell you.
I'm gonna be like, I point to this temple and I'm like, is this one of them?
Yes, and everybody can hear this, by the way. Yes.
I need at least one answer. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I appreciate your time, by the way. I know this is not, the greatest way to spend your evening, day, morning. I look around and I don't know. It's dark. Evening. I'm gonna go with evening. But thank you for your time. I'll keep it as short as possible. Also, please don't say your name again.
Yeah, it's looking around from to all of you. It's again, you're the one holding its attention and gaze and everything, but it's also looking around at the rest of the group there, trying to understand. And I'm going to say, for a couple of reasons, it steps to the side, and it's still listening to you. It steps to the side, and its other self remains there. So now there are 2, but are there really? And the space in between opens up, and you can see the night sky, but it also looks like the ocean. And again, everything is swirling. This is a god. And it opens it up there, and you can hear you can hear sounds coming from the other side. You can smell cardamom. You can smell cinnamon. You can hear, grumbling and growling and thunder and far off, shouting of a battle. And this is a door to another Vurt feather, quite obviously. And as it steps aside, to let you guys go through, because you guys won the feather actually. It stops Anis Optera, and it bows like this.
What?
And then lets you guys pass through.
Oh.
I return the bow and shake my tail.
Maybe you're the better one to ask the question.
Great Baphomet. We're supposed to be visiting Prince Utanka next. I was wondering if you could, he's not in his usual feather. We thought we would, have you heard where he ended up? Or Takshaka for that matter?
If you repeat it to Oedipus to say it, then it'll listen. It is only the fact that it's listening to anybody right now is crazy. But if you want to relay that information, yes. It seems again it is fixated still on Oedipus's spin identity, but it did notice and bow to.
So I repeat that. I kind of throw in a little emphasis that Takshaka is kind of a troublemaker, not a pleasant individual, powerful god as Baphomet, but blah blah blah. And then butter her up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, in the notes here, anybody who talks to the god is every time it's 8 int. It's a mind blast. But if you spin identity, I didn't think about it, and you rolled it, you got it. So I'll let you communicate. I normally wouldn't be cutting off anybody's agency or the ability to talk to, but truly, like, it's just like this has never happened probably in Baphomet's life. It's not even talking to Anis Optera. So what it says to each of you as it opens up, or as it tells the group of you, as it goes to the side. Now it's totally solidified, and you can see that it's a goat head with like fire eyes, and it's man, it's woman, it's got pentagrams and other elder signs. It was just covered in sigils and wings and madness. And what it does is, as it again, a little bow to Anisoptera, and it says, pass through. Each will have one question, and that's where we're going to end it for this week. So you have time to think of your question as you walk through and ask it one question, because you guys deserve it. Yes.
We were totally gonna
So,
die, aren't we? Was there? Is there
you
a
guys
realistic
you guys
way-
won the yellow feather. So the kicker is this: yellow feathers are 5 XP, flat out. To succeed in a yellow feather is 5 XP. You either have to, try to find its true name, which again, I don't even have something specific. Its true name is Baphomet, but I figure you can figure it out. You could, or convince it somehow. That works. So you convince it to sidestep, instead of continuing its name, which
Right.
is 8 int each time. It doesn't do that every round, at least in the stats there, but that's what it is. So so that's what's happening. Again, everybody's going to get to ask one question as you pass through into the next feather. This also, again, you can't tell if it's yellow or not. It seems like it probably is. Sounds of battle, sounds of thunder, sounds of growling. And everybody gets to ask a question as you walk through. All right?
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. And we'll and you can either say it out loud next time, or you can, if you want to whisper chat there, you can communicate with Baphomet directly on the way through. But one way or another, think of a one good question, and I'll make sure.
More of a question for the GM.
Yeah.
Was there a way in hell that we could have defeated him?
Yes. However, only because the 8 int mind, or the mind punch thing, is just at the beginning, or whenever it talks, or whenever it tries to communicate. But it doesn't do just the int stuff. It does have, the rest of it would have been speed defense rolls as well. They would have been the actual, and that's ones where, yeah, it's doable. It is certainly in the triple digits as far as health. Not 200 points, not 100, maybe somewhere halfway between. And even that doesn't necessarily, it certainly doesn't destroy it. It just allows it to flicker long enough for it to split and open the door through. So you get down 150 health, you split it and you can go through, or you use a tier 1 ability wisely,
and a ton of effort.
Or we call on the Gorsed that we met on Borderlands, but that's none of these people.
Yes, that's right. So cool. So we'll pick it up there next time as you guys are walking through and asking your one question of the god / Des.
I also wonder if that door is just going back to the battle with Takshaka. We're all about to have a chance to swap one more time. We asked where Takshaka was, and he immediately opened a door.
You certainly smell cinnamon and cardamom, hear thunder and the sounds of battle and growling. Anis doesn't understand that, but yeah, something's ringing.
Somehow it feels like home.
Yeah, well done. Okay, so yeah, get your questions ready for when we play next time, and then yeah, good. Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't TPK.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Sure you were.
Yeah, it's a yellow feather. I can't, like, yellow feather is yellow feather. Like, no one wakes up. It's
You
like
might just
a
get
black
stuck there forever.
black feather. At least you have the one option before you die to jerk out at the end, and it's either challenging or intimidating. I can't remember what the thing is. You have like one last like pull out. Yellow, if you drop, you drop. There's no way around it.
You just
We
get
just-
flopped.
You have to get Annis to edge ride us out to something other feather again.
There you go.
Yes. And the edge riding thing, I think, doesn't it say once per session? It should. If
Well,
not,
the edge riding really, it just allows me to go into someone's, the mechanics allow me to go into somebody's feather when I'm in the real world and they've taken it.
yeah, or it's to break the wall of, yeah. So
Right.
let's say that it's once per session that you can actually open the doors yourself, unless you're a god, a Vurt god yourself, or Scribble. Even Scribble couldn't do it, or couldn't control it.
So
Buzzing general.
I'm saying we can totally win this time because there's twice as many of us.
Yep.
We're much badder-asser. And we just got 5 XP so you can buy that.
Yep. So, okay, so again, it's no spoilers. You've already figured out. Next time, you guys are walking into the battle, and be prepared to play both your characters.
Yes. Wait,
Oh,
both of our
God.
characters and the third one?
No, everybody will have just access onto one other, and then whoever you
Okay.
don't take, I'll make sure to have
So
it
do I
be
have to
part
play
of it.
2 Chesters?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Isn't that your dream?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna
that'll
like
be
yourself?
interesting.
That's the real
So-
question.
A
Just as
team,
a real- as a
the
real-
team up of Chester, it's like the ultimate team up. It's like two like trench coats flapping in the breeze with Lorpal pistols.
Well, and
It's
there
two-
still could have been a
two
time at
people-
some point when there were 3.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like if we win and go back
Oh.
to the real world, there's gonna be 3.
But I think
Well,
if two
one's
Chesters-
ahead.
If 2 Chesters
No.
were in the
One never
same
came
flow-
into the feather.
There's
Yeah.
4 total.
Are there?
There's, well, I mean,
No,
not
there's
total,
at
total that
least-
we've met. There's 4
There you go.
total
There are
that
at
we've met.
least 4, correct.
There's you Chester. There's fighting Chester,
Yeah.
and then there's not in the feather because he's a jerk Chester.
Mhm.
Yep.
And there's
And
head
then
to
there's
box.
severed head Chester.
Yeah, there's
Right.
Chester who
But he
showed
doesn't
up
talk
earlier
very
than
much.
other Chester and rubbed somebody the wrong way and ended up with the head in a box. Yeah.
Chester
Every-
rubbing somebody the wrong way?
I can't imagine. He's such a polite gentleman.
I don't think that's a thing. That's
Whole army of Chesters.
That's what I wanted to say about this whole team up theory. I think it'd be like Chester runs into Chester. Like, wow, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah, likewise. And then they turn around and go the other way.
That
Back to
basically.
back. What the
hell's your problem? Nothing.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your problem?
Yes.
Oh, the dog faces.
That wins. That wins. That wins.
Oh my god, I love you.
Nice. All right. Well, if we're not off yet, we'll say goodbye and disconnect.
Yes, we'll
but,
see everybody in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks. That's so awesome.
Bye. 2
Bye.
weeks.